2. So I had to redo this morning's videos, and the reason why is because a couple things. One, I didn't feel good about those videos. Two, I wasn't being true to who I say I am on here this morning. I was upset, I was angry, and I felt like I needed to redo this. So here's the thing. We're going to talk truth. We're going to show facts, and we're going to address things. So how am I going to do that? So I have here set up on the TV Femyoz news video they made about moi. I'm honored that someone so delusional needs to go out of their way to make a 4-hour video just about me. Nitpicking, taking apart all my live streams I did yesterday. So I wanted to see how she reacts. I also wanted to address something. Oh, thank you. I love black lipstick too. I love how in this video, the title they used for it, if I can get to the controller, not my wife can anyway. Hi there. Love you. They used Chris Chan 2.0 for the title of the video. Like, who does that? Do people even know who that even is? My wife had to tell me who it was because I didn't even know who that was.
It's been a long time since I had to look up that name too. I don't even remember what era of the internet it's from. It's so old. But continue with your first impression of what I told you.
Basically, it's someone who molests their parents.
Well, just his mother. Well, their mother. It's some weird gender thing.
Yeah, it's a gender thing apparently. But
and apparently he's into his mom.
Apparently,
her mom or
yes,
whoever.
I'm totally into my mom. Totally. Like, yeah, it sends that head be in charge look, and it's awesome. Awesome. Hey, beautiful. Hope you're feeling wifey. You're feeling wifey. Well, wifey. Oh, someone's saying hope you feel well. I think. Translating.
It's just because my hair is at a really stupid length right now. It's too short for a ponytail, too long to stay out of my face. So this is what I've settled with.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm only doing part 2 because part 1 is redundant. I've already talked about part 1 a little bit. I didn't feel like I needed to go into it, but here's the thing: as long as this person is making content about me, it is my moral obligation to stand for the truth and speak truth and facts, not literally calling me a psychopath. Literally, a psycho rapist. Basically, I guess it's just like. Who does that? Who wastes their 4 hours of their life just to make a 4-hour, 28 minutes, and 38-second video about me? A lowly YouTuber. Just so we're clear, I'm not famous. I'm not popular. I'm a nobody yet. But at the way they're going about, they're actually helping me, whether they like it or not. As long as they keep these videos up, people are going to come check out my channel, and they're going to see what I have to say or what I think. And someone who's obsessed and miserable, it's envy. Yeah, it might be envy.
She called you jealous too.
I'm not jealous.
What? I watched the first 5 minutes.
I'm jealous of her?
Remember,
I am not jealous.
5 minutes of the stream. She calls you jealous.
She called me jealous. Jealous of what?
I don't know. She didn't specify.
Oh. Well, we're going to address this in a second. Once my wife gets rolling.
Yeah.
She's kind of in the way at the moment because I plan to sit right where she needs to go. So I'm letting her put her shoes on and get all that ready. So we are going to just sit here and wait for a couple minutes. So I want to give some context to what happened this morning that made me want to do this. First things first, they appeared in my live stream this morning as a guest, and they used a whole different account to do it. And instead of just having a conversation, trying to get to know me, and trying to understand what happened, maybe make amends, I don't know, make peace or whatever, they immediately went into accusatory mode. In the psychological world, we call this enemy mode. It's when you're high with certain emotions and you can't see the person in front of you as human, you see them as a target. Literally treating me like a target this morning. Didn't appreciate that. Furthermore, to make things even worse, they then kept harassing me with other accounts. And so this obsessive behavior needs to stop. It doesn't look good for them. It makes them look like a really big asshole. And the fact that they thrive on this type of stuff is not okay.
I would just like to point out that their YouTube bio says, I am here to debate you. This is not a debate. This is literally enraging content.
Yeah. Bullying. Straight bullying.
Ad hominem attacks, that's the word I'm looking for.
Ah.
Which basically is Latin for to the man or something. basically just insulting the person instead of their argument.
I will address that. So, but who threw the first slug?
I'm not done.
Okay.
One last opinion before I leave. First impression without her speaking at all. Not very pretty. Those weird downstrop eyes. I have a weird word for that. The lips are too thin. The nose looks like it's bigger than this one's nose.
And she calls me an ogre. Just being honest.
The teeth they're straight, but they're like, I don't know, there's something off about them. The hair's nice though, but then again, that's what happens when you have a brush.
That's the only thing I envy about her, if I'm being honest, is her hair. She has very nice blonde hair, and I've always wanted blonde hair. That's literally the only thing I'm jealous about. I rock the black hair, and I look good with black on black.
You're born with black hair, so I hope you look good in it.
There's a reason why people call me the Raven.
Mwahaha.
The Raven. And have a good day at work. Since I can't kiss you, that works. That probably is going to make people cringe. I'm sorry. So address your question before we start the video. But who threw the first slug? She did. So she's obviously jealous and obsessed. So the truth be told, I made a boo-boo. I own that boo-boo, apologized for said boo-boo, removed the videos that were related to said boo-boo, and was going to move on with my life. They clearly didn't. Yes. All right. Did it work? Now we're going to get the videos all set up, so all I need to do is place my phone in position.
I'll do something I wouldn't do.
And we're going to dissect the fuck out of this video.
I love you.
Love you too, honey. See you later. Thank you for your love and support as usual. I love you. Okay, so I'm not going to see any comments, unfortunately. The only way I could do a two-way video like this is if I recorded it. But you know what? I want to...
Comments. You don't have any comments in this video, but yeah, you have your comments.
Yeah. We're going to be basically just listening to my side of the story while I address her very calm and, at least at this point of views.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. For any of the VOD watchers, I may or may not include timestamps in the description below. That's right. Today we're going to be talking about somebody that I talked about yesterday. We're talking about them again today because...
So, first off, they're lying through the teeth. They didn't talk about it. Well, they did. Never mind. I take that back.
There's more lore. Yes, there's more lore. I'm the person known as Firebat. The person that decided, it'd be a really good idea to, backstab the person that was about to give them a career, aka me, yours true.
Here's the first thing. I was doing quite well before they even came into my live stream, just because of the one time they came in. Yes, it did spike briefly, but the fact is this. My channel's been growing partially because of the YouTube algorithm, but also because I have followers and fans who share my content. And it's because of you guys, specifically, that have been making my channel. Her presence was nice and brief. I don't hate this person, just so we're loud and clear, but I am very disturbed that this type of person is even on the internet as a whole. The fact that she's gloating and acting like, oh, it's because of me she's successful, no. Before she came into my channel, yes, I was at 1,600 some odd subscribers, maybe 700, and then she came on, and then it spiked. It had spiked before she was even on the channel, and it even spiked after I removed her from my channel. So her presence isn't what helped. For the record, just so everyone's clear, her making content like this, whether she likes it or not, even though I hate her content and I hate that she's doing it, I also have to acknowledge the truth that her content has actually benefited me. Every time she talks about me negatively, there's half of the people that like me and stand up for me, and there's half that think I'm absolute garbage, which that's fine. But the fact is, as long as she continues down this path, she's actually I'm benefiting from this bad behavior. So if she wants to hurt me, truly hurt me, she should delete the videos and not talk about me ever again, as if I never existed. So that would actually hurt me, but unfortunately, this does not hurt me.
So for anyone that doesn't have any context, long story short, and I covered this yesterday, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, I found this person's live stream, and I was commenting nice things because a lot of people were being transphobic, right? And I'm obviously going to be against transphobia, as somebody that's also trans, so yeah, obviously, I wasn't too happy about the transphobia. She asked me if I wanted to go on her show. I said yes. I joined her live stream. We had a good time. She told me this much. Little did I know that she was talking shit about me behind my back. When I found out about this, let's just say I was not very happy. And
so, context. So, yes, I did. I wasn't talking shit. I was actually talking truth. So, in the first live stream we did, it was actually kind of fun. If you had watched that live stream, you will know that I was really, really uncomfortable with her, with how she was talking, her mannerisms, her overconfidence, her cocky behavior, and saying things like cock and balls. Like, you don't say that in the live stream, which I apologize for saying that, as someone that just said that now. But she was saying it in a way that was just really, like, there's one thing to have confidence, but to be right outrageous and, like, literally on my live stream bullying the bullies, two wrongs does not make a right. And I'll never stand for that on my YouTube channel. This video, just to be clear, is not to bully her. It's to talk about the truth and share the things that she's not sharing on screen because she's young, dumb, and full of cum. And that's just a fact. You can literally see it as she's talking about crap about me on her live stream. Couple things. She's not doing this because she's angry at me. She's doing it for attention. She's doing it because she's literally, if you see in her live stream, there's a daily donation goal, $0, and the goal is $100. Like, she literally is doing this for a living, tearing people's YouTube channels apart. She's greedy, and she's narcissistic in, like, the worst way possible.
I decided to do a 4-hour live stream making fun of her for being a bad person. So,
see right there? She just openly admitted that she just did that because I'm a bad human being because I messed up. Which, by the way, for the record, I had apologized and removed said videos. And then politely, in good faith, asked her to remove the videos she did. And she said no. Which, unfortunately, because of how she went about the content, I was forced, in my personal opinion, to report her. And all my followers also reported her. She was offline for about a day after she made the video.
for anyone that needed the context, there it is. That's most of what you need to know. But there's more. There is so much more lore because let's just say this person is somebody that is, consistently unself-aware, hypocritical, just generally not a pleasant person, just a very unpleasant person in general.
That's weird. If I was such an unpleasant person, why did she join me in my live stream? That's food for thought. Because if I was so unpleasant, why did she feel like joining my live stream again later on? So, who's really lying through their teeth right now?
She always feels the need to make herself the victim. I don't know why she...
Okay, going to address this off the just from the get-go. I never once played the victim. Not once. I actually owned my mistakes, apologized, and then moved on. At least I tried to. If anything, in my last live stream I did, when I was talking about her channel, I actually talked a lot of positivity, and actually took the negative things that she was doing, like this video, and turned it into a positive. And got really, really excited because, well, I was happy.
She needs to do this. She's definitely a bit of a jealous bitch.
I'm not bitter. I don't hate her. I don't think she's the most devilish human of all times. That title goes to my wife's father, unfortunately. But I'm not jealous. The only thing I'm jealous of her, if I'm being brutally honest, is it's just her hair, if I'm being honest. I'm not jealous of anything else, like, at all, period. I'm not jealous of her followers. I'm not jealous of her channel. I'm not jealous of anything. Before she joined my live stream, I had never heard of this person, like, at all. So I just met her like 2 days ago. So why would I be jealous of someone that I don't even know? So there's that.
Be real. That's the original reason, most likely, that she decided to be completely two-faced. And
I will admit that I was two-faced. So in the first video we did together, I was genuinely happy with how it went, and I had mentioned in the comments, hey, we should do this again later. And I mentioned the time frame where I might be online doing another live stream. And so what happened was about an hour before said time that I was going to live stream, I was listening online to also actually, like I am right now, doing this, and just kind of getting my thoughts and feelings that I agree with also Ashley's videos. And it was obvious that I was doing that, except I wasn't showing video. It was just audio, so you would hear Ashley in the background talking, and then I would comment like I am right now. And it was kind of painfully obvious that I was doing that. It wasn't something I was hiding or anything. Like, it was playing with odds. This person clearly doesn't know how to take a social cue.
She has a lot of lolcow tendencies. I genuinely believe this person is going to end up being a lolcow. And it's not because of me, it's not because of me covering her or, talking shit or whatever. I mean, obviously that's not going to help her case. But it is because she is physically incapable of not responding to shit in a way that makes her look horrible. Right?
There's a reason for that. It's called being a truth teller. I don't care what people think about my opinions, and I don't care that people think I'm a good or a bad human being. What I care about is truth. It's spoken. And unfortunately, that day specifically, I failed to be truthful.
That's not really my fault. I don't make her respond in a way that's counterproductive. She does that of her own volition. Right? With that being said, hello everyone. Welcome back. Hello Shaved Mammal. Congratulations on being the first person to chat. Hello Mommy Ramiro. Hello Femyoz. Hello Peter. Hello Raven. Hello Auntie Smiley. Hello Dutch Femboy. Hello Asumi. Hello Chiwari. Anyways. Femi owes me a speen. I'll just ain't ready for that truc. Let the dog out is crazy. Anyways. But what if I just didn't want to have to put together an outfit? Anyway. Narcissism, if it's true. Your narcissism would imply that there's like some sort of like delusion or some sort of false belief. And then a $10 super. Look, I'm gonna be real, dude. Sometimes I'm just not wearing a skirt, so I can't do it. But yeah, anyways, now you have a good character because you're willing to talk to people empathetically. Makes you look great. Fair, but without the context, it makes me look terrible.
Yeah, because this is literally a terrible human being that is literally going out of their way to shit talk about me for let me correct that, 8 hours. This is a 4-hour video. She literally has a video before this was also 4 hours. She literally took time and energy to sit down on her computer and watch my content and critique every little thing about my YouTube channel. Only thing I'm going to do is just critique this video. The other video speaks for itself. She's literally digging her own grave with the video she makes about me. So, moving on.
Chat, does anybody here remember Firebat? Does anyone remember that the person that I made fun of yesterday, the person that was accusing me of being narcissistic for saying that once I get facial feminization surgery that I'll be the baddest bitch ever, which is true, by the way.
Yeah, so right there is a bold-faced, uncontrollable lie. So I did say that, but here's the thing she missed out. There's a lot of other things she's not saying. She's not talking about how rude she was to people in my live stream. She's not talking about the fact that she was inappropriate with her language in my live stream. And she's not talking about the fact that it was all about her in my live stream. My live stream is about me inviting guests to talk with me and have human conversations, not her talking and gloating about her YouTube channel and talking about just things that are not related to me in any way or form. If you had watched those videos, I profusely apologize that you guys had to listen to someone do that for that much time. I let it slide in my first video I did with them just because, to be honest, I was intrigued at first. I had a gut feeling I should run, and that was confirmed in my next video that I had made. Again, that was talking about also Ashley.
It's not narcissism if it's true. Your narcissism would imply that there's like some sort of like delusion or some sort of false belief there. There's not. So with that being said, a
narcissistic person is someone who has high charisma, is not self-aware that they're narcissistic, and often will, do what they're doing actually right now is try and tear my my YouTube channel apart. They often act childish and do things that are really immature. But I don't think it's just narcissism. I also think it's her age as well. She is 21 years old. She's young and dumb, as I've said before. And so she doesn't know what she's actually doing. She's just talking crap because it benefits her. She's not doing it because she wants to expose me or just make fun of me for just fun and games. No, she's doing this on purpose, intentionally, because of my reaction that was less than anything she's doing right now. Like, what she's doing is 10 times worse than anything I did to her. Just so we're honestly clear. And her justification is, it's okay because you did it. which I'm gonna be honest, for those of you who watch my channel, going out of your way to get revenge against another YouTuber or against another person is not okay. Justice, not vengeance. So me making this video, I'm going to be blunt. I'm not doing this because I want vengeance or because I want her to pay for attacking me. In fact, her videos are actually I'm benefiting from her watching my content. And I know she's watching potentially, and I know that her followers are watching potentially. So, there's that.
Getting to the main meat of the content, okay? I just want to make it clear that anytime she calls me a narcissist, it is nothing but pure projection. Now, how do I know that it's nothing but...
So, here's the thing. I am fully aware that I am narcissistic. I'm actually what you call a covert narcissist, which means I'm a narcissist, but I'm very self-aware of it. And when people expose it to me, when there are moments when I'm not aware, to be honest, it kind of throws me in a loop for a couple minutes or for a little bit because I'm like, what did I do wrong? How was it wrong? And then what happens is I wrestle with it and I go, oh, okay, I was wrong and I apologize. So you can see evidence of this in their first video that was before this one. And when you watch that video, you'll literally see me break down, not in tears per se, but you see me get emotional at some point because I realized, holy crap, I was in the wrong. And I felt so bad for how I treated them that I took down my videos, apologized profusely, and then attempted to move on. For those of you who just joined the chat, this person came onto my channel for no reason whatsoever except to harass me and bully me online. And it didn't go well for them. Let's just say they didn't get what they wanted, which was me to get angry and upset and lash out. I'm trying very hard to be composed and calm while this is happening.
Pure projection. Well, at around half an hour in one of her live streams, she even admits that she's a covert narcissist. She goes as far as to admit this. Let's take a gander.
See, I just admitted that before I even saw this. By the way, I'm seeing this for the first time, so this is kind of hilarious that this is actually lining up. I did admit that I'm a narcissist. I'm a covert, and you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's like inherently evil for me to say, hey, these are my issues, and this is what I struggle with. At least I'm open and I'm honest. Well, she is literally just denying and living in denial of what actually happened.
Shall we?
Idiot. You are a narcissistic, you aren't masculine. Actually, you're correct, I am a narcissist myself. I am a covert narcissist, though, which means I'm self-aware of my narcissism, and I'm always working on it.
You're always working on it. You know, aside from when you decided to talk shit about me behind my back, of course, and then accuse me of being a narcissist because you were projecting like crazy. I don't want this narcissist on my stream. Meanwhile, she's like an actual narcissist who even goes as far as to admit that she's an actual narcissist.
No.
See how she just took what I just said and tried to twist it? This is what manipulators do. They look at other people's problems, and instead of admitting that they have a problem, they will twist and say things like, oh, you're projecting. My foster father was one such person who would do stuff like that. So was my wife's mother. People like this are just absolutely... I want to say something mean, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say something actually quite kind. They need a hug. Like, they genuinely need a hug and be loved on, despite the fact that I feel very hurt that they didn't... Who, like, goes to this point where they take one small little thing and blow it up into this giant thing that didn't need to happen? See, this is why I've been hesitant about being on social media, is because of stuff like this. So, by the way, thank you for the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I am not reading comments at the moment. This is a 4-hour video. I apologize if I am not doing very well with reading the comments down below. So I apologize. I'm just trying to address some of the lies she's saying and also speak some truth. And this is coming from someone that's 29 years old versus someone that is 21 years old. So there's an age difference and also a mental difference between the two of us. As someone that's still young, her brain's still developing, and someone that's older, and I feel like my brain's more developed. Yeah, we're just doing a contrast.
Am I perfect? Nope.
Well, it's not that you're imperfect, it's that you're a dishonest piece of shit. Now, I don't know if I agree with covert narcissist, because it's not very covert, you're not very good at hiding it, But we'll take it. We'll take the concession.
Badly?
So here's the thing. I was trying to hide it on all my social media platforms, but after the bullshit she pulled, I felt that I needed to just be straightforward at this point about what was going on with me. If she's going to go online like this, spread lies about me, then it's my responsibility to meet those lies with truth. So, at least the truth that I know. Might not be the correct, but I do try.
Just unlike most narcissists, I'm aware of it.
Oh, she's not like the other narcissists. You don't understand, okay? She's one of the good ones.
Painfully aware of it.
Oh, she's...
Yes, I am one of the good ones. I don't go around like this and feel like I need to hurt people's accounts just because of a disagreement and being blocked. She literally does this because I blocked her off my YouTube channel because I was sickened by how she was going about her stuff on YouTube.
painfully aware of it. She's just so self-aware. Keep that in mind.
Trouble. You
Right.
have to learn to be humble sometimes.
Well, it's not that you have to learn to be humble. It's that you need to stop painting yourself as a perpetual victim when you're not one.
So here's the thing. The only thing I've said that's victimatic or being a victim is the fact that she literally created a video to bully me. And she admits that. If you watch the beginning of this video, she literally openly says, I made this video to make fun of him, which is a form of bullying. And it wasn't just a fun little like, oh, I'm making fun of you because you're a little weird. No, this was straight up bullying. Revealing things that was none of her business to share on the internet, which I tried to address this morning with her in one of the live streams, but unfortunately, she doesn't see what she did is wrong, inherently wrong, in any way or form. She is forgiving, she is unkind, she literally is creating content about me, even though I've said I'm sorry multiple times in multiple forms, and yet she continues to do stuff like this, which makes me wonder, yeah, it just makes me wonder about stuff.
I was trying to get underneath my skin. Rage baiting me like that? Really?
Well, my goal originally wasn't to rage bait you. My goal was to uplift you.
Yes. Uplift me for whose benefit, though? For herself. Yeah. So the fact that she's doing this is to lift herself. It has nothing to do with me at all. It's all about her and what she gets out of tearing me apart. And if you actually read her bio, like, let's just be honest. Let's just read her bio real quick.
Unfortunately, you took that for granted. You talked shit.
Let's read her bio. Let's see. Where is the about? How can I look at the about? Well, it says, hello, I'm Femyoz, and I'm here to debate...
Do you, like, watch
It's basically...
shit about me behind my back when I was...
Oh, crap, I can't even look at it. I'll have to look at it later.
helping you. I was helping you grow your channel, and now you're facing the consequences of that.
No, the consequence I'm facing is I judged her openly over her live stream for being a narcissistic, self-centered prick that isn't doing it for me. She was not. She's lying through her teeth. She was not trying to help my channel. She's trying to help her channel. Period. There's no debate here. I mean, if she was truly trying to help my channel, if at all, couple things. She wouldn't be doing this in this way. But unfortunately, that's how her channel's designed.
Also, thank you, Auntie Smiley, for the $10. You beautiful fucking bastard saying, hey, Femi Smiley, not upset about not being able to do Spin. I still love you. Well, thank you. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
See that right there? Proves my point. She's not making this content for me. She's making it for her. Literally, right now. Now, her being on my YouTube channel briefly, yeah, it helped a little bit. But it wasn't as big of a puddle as she is making it out to be. Like, not even close.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes I just don't wear pants. You know? She's not a real Christian either. Truth nuke. Very true.
Not true at all. Actually, no, it is true. It's true because I don't go to church anymore and I don't particularly follow the Bible, but I still have a relationship with God. And from a lot of Christian perspectives, over 95% of them would say that I would still be considered a Christian because I have a relationship with Christ and because I strive to try to better myself, even though I sometimes suck at it. As she's clearly hyping on currently.
But yeah, let's continue. Because let's just say, well, we have some interesting stuff to go over, okay? Because apparently she cheated on her wife, which is true, all right? There were people saying, yeah, she cheated on her wife. She admits to this. We'll get into that. One of the things that I want to cover that I think is terrifying yet also fucking hilarious is she stole a child's...
Oh, wow. Okay. So, I don't even remember this. When was... This was like a long time ago. Wow. Okay. So, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is straight up bullying. And this is not okay to be doing on the internet. So, I'm going to give some context. So, this was like 3 or 4 years ago. I was working at a warehouse, and I didn't steal that. I actually had signed for it and took it home. It looked cute. And one of the rules was if we find something we wanted in a return of a box, that we could go to the office, sign for it, and then we could take it home by legal terms. And I had done that at that time. So no, I did not, quote unquote, steal something. I stole... Here I am saying that. Anywho, I did not steal. So the reason I have that is because at the time, and by the way, she's on my FetLife account, an older one, that I had deleted. So someone from my FetLife account has been keeping tabs, clearly, because I don't have this anywhere on my internet that I'm aware of. So I don't even know where they even got this picture from. So, truth be told, I did poppers a lot at that time. If I remember correctly, I was single, I was living with my sister, I didn't have a life, and I was addicted to poppers. And so I bought that to use with my poppers. And that's just a part of my life that I'm not exactly proud of. So to give you guys some truth context before she reveals more. I also think it's really inappropriate that she's literally showing me in my bra. Like, that is not okay to show that at all. And so I'm glad that before I watched the video, I did report her multiple times for multiple things. So this is not going to report now for sexual content that is not acceptably showing on social media. And I hope people catch on to this, because this is not okay to be doing.
Oxygen mask and posted it on FetLife. I desperately need cock and poppers. Can't you tell, lol? So here she is with the fucking children's oxygen mask that she took so that she could do poppers. Dude, you can't make this shit up. Fucking come on, dude. Bro, what is this? Fucking dude, what is this shit? Come on.
Hannah Berry 25. Yeah, no, this was years and years ago, and I deleted that account, so someone has been keeping tabs on my accounts as I delete them. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of a shitty thing to do to me. You know, just because of one small mistake, people are now doing stuff like this. Like, this is just straight up bullying at this point.
Really? This is the level we're stooping to? Fucking seriously?
I love how she doesn't say anything about the time frame and when it happened. She just straight up goes into, oh yeah, this is who he is today. So who I am today is different from who I was back then. And the fact that they're going through my FetLife account and sharing things from her trolls on, I think there's a whole thing about me on, what's it called? Discord. Yeah, this is just not good at all.
Mobbing and being more attractive somehow equals rage bait? No, literally. Literally. This person is delusional. Fit check? Bad idea, I'm not wearing any pants. But this person's outfit of, you know, taking the children's breathing mask that they need to survive in order to do poppers with it instead, you know, it's very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty interesting for them, because people are going to eat that up like it's Christmas. So yeah, that tells you how delusional I used to be. I used to be very, very delusional. Like, again, I was an idiot at one point in my life. I still am, to a point. And so there's that.
Great stuff, actually. She's a cheater and will always be a cheater, in my opinion. Abso-fucking-lutely. So we're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about her talking about me. But one of the things I want to talk about first is the fact that she has gone as far as to cheat on her partners multiple times. And
so here's the thing. I've only cheated on 2 people in my entire life. of dating. One was an ex from over 10 plus years ago, and I'm not proud of that. And then I cheated one time in my current marriage, and my wife has forgiven me. We've forgiven each other for how we both reacted to that situation, and we've grown from that, which is great. There's marriages that can't even say that they've recovered from said wound. Now, is the wound still there in her life? Yeah, it's still there. That's just a fact. But the fact that I went through that, and then furthermore, have grown past it, this is desperation. Absolutely desperate to hurt me. Just because I rejected them and kicked them off my YouTube channel. So yeah, there's that.
She admits to this. So we're going to start out by going over a stream that she did in her car. Now,
I'm going to skip over that because I don't think I need to revamp of what is already on my live streams. You can check out yesterday's live streams is when I did all these. So we'll just...
Damn! Yup!
There you go. See right there? Literally making money off of bullying and harassing me on the internet. This is what the internet's come to. That people have to literally bully me to make a living. Like, wow. Yet here I am, not bullying her, speaking truth, and I can't even make a single penny. Yeah, that's the internet we live in, unfortunately. Let's see. Jump forward.
Just do a little boop boop. Boost me in the algorithm. Puts a smile on my face to see the number go up. And yeah, with that being said, let's continue.
She's rejoicing that her numbers are going up because of her hurting me on purpose on social media. Yeah, I'm playing fucking victim because this is not okay behavior. But here's the thing, the more she exposes me on the internet, the more people are going to come over to me. The people who understand where I'm coming from and have been through what I've been through. Which is awesome. Just being honest. At least trying to be anyway.
Anywho, moving on. So there's been this mysterious question online. And
What is it?
Is Firebat or Violet Meekin, is she on Hensley? Is she on FetLife?
Right, yeah, everyone wants...
Yes, I did make a video addressing this because people have been asking me if I am on FetLife, am I on Fansly, and if I'm on OnlyFans. And yes, I am. I am literally trying, if I'm being brutally honest, I am trying to use my body to make money at this point. Because I'm desperate. I am desperate. I can admit that. I am desperate to make money to take care of my wife and unborn child. If I can't hold a job, then I need to do what I'm good at, which is stuff like this, and be myself while doing it, and being cringe while doing it, because apparently me being myself like that somehow does me any good. So there's that. Yeah, this is fucking disturbing that she's literally this is just terrible.
To see your fancy, of course. Everyone's just so attracted to you.
Is she really on?
Actually, not very many people are, because most people don't know I have a Fansly or an OnlyFans account, because they're brand new. I started them about 2 weeks ago, if I'm being honest.
OnlyFans, like, what? And she's a Christian too?
What? Damn, Vector is so on point. That's crazy. No, it's a lethal read.
Even though I'm not.
Yo, thank you. Had to say the
there
$10.
See, she's literally making money. This just proves my point. She's literally making money off people donating to her for literally... Wait. This person is genuinely sick for stealing a child's oxygen mask for sexual reasons. Well, people do stupid things. It's called the internet. So, yeah, there's that.
You beautiful fucking bastard saying this person is genuinely sick. Oh my god.
Everyone, I went to a rehabilitation.
Yeah, I can't watch the rest of this. This is just too sickening that people like this exist. Like, I'm honestly really hurt at this point that, you know what, I was told not to watch this. I was told to walk away from this video, and I was told to pretend like it didn't exist. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I want to speak truth. I want to agree with some of the things she's saying because she is showing the truth. And honestly, I think the most powerful thing I can for my YouTube channel is to show and tell the truth, even though people may not like what they hear. And truth is, I've made a lot of bad decisions over the years. And truth is, I still make a lot of bad decisions, like to a point. Oh, cool. So I just want to say, brother, you went through hell and came back renewed, rejuvenated. You look better. You sound better. You think better. You are better than them. Karma is real. Well, thank you, Voltramites. I really appreciate you saying that. Please be kind and respectful. I remember I watched one of Femyoz live and said she talked shit behind your back and acted like the victim. Is that true? Yes, I did. But I didn't act like a victim. What I'm doing right now in this live stream is what I did to her, is what I did. I spoke truth. I was honest about my opinions of her YouTube channel. I was honest about what I thought of her as a person, which, as she's doing, she's literally proven my point. She's a shitty human being. I don't think she's evil. I don't think she's inherently bad. I don't think she's inherently, this disgusting human being, but I think her content is. And I think it's coming from a very, disgusting place. And honestly, I'm kind of overwhelmed, if I'm being honest. I'm overwhelmed because here I am trying to grow my YouTube channel. This person literally said they're here to help me. For someone that genuinely was there to help me, she's really doing a really good job on bullying me and trying to get underneath my skin. And to be honest, it's kind of working a little bit, just a little bit. I am a little bit ticked off because she knows that what she's doing is not okay, and she's literally smiling. Look at that. She is smiling about it. Like, she is proud of the fact that she's sharing things on YouTube about me and calling me a freaking Chris Chan, which is not true in any way or form. Like, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's see. If you're new, please like, share. Okay, this little boy talks a lot. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I am a talker. So I moved my phone a little bit so I was able to, be able to see some of the comments. I realized that I'm recording from the other side of my phone, not from my normal side. But yeah, no, I'm not happy at all about this. Like, should I continue to watch this with you guys, or should I just straight up just stop watching while I'm ahead? What do you guys think? Her behavior is unacceptable, very sad. Yeah, so everyone on my YouTube channel, those of you who have been supportive and very kind, if you guys it would be awesome if people would stand up to this type of cyberbullying and help me get her banned. I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to do this because I was going to leave her alone and shit. After I made my video, I think it was day before yesterday or whenever it was. But here's the thing. This has gone too far. She's literally sharing things that are it's not her right to expose on the internet. And I feel like the more I talk about it, the worse it's going to get. So I have a couple choices. I can report her ass, and not just report her the videos. I'm going to, wait a minute. I have reported her several times. I will do again today. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nicole. You're awesome. And I appreciate everyone on here that's not standing for this type of BS. Just because it's true, and I'm not going to deny, if there's things that you guys see in here that I did, I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to hide it, and I'm definitely not going to be ashamed of it, because a lot of things she's showing are things from my past. I am not who I once was a long time ago. I have changed. I've grown in a lot of ways. And unfortunately, this person is just going to keep doing this type of behavior. What are we talking about? We are talking about Femyoz, a YouTuber with has over 50,000 subscribers. Or sorry, not 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 subscribers. Apparently decided 14 hours ago to make a 4-hour video about moi. About me. Of all people. A lowly YouTuber of 1,930 subscribers. What the heck? I don't know what this type of move is called, but apparently I'm a threat. A big enough threat that she feels like exposing me on the internet. Which is not really going to work on me because I'm fucking resilient and I bounce back from things. They're both pretending to me girls, and because one bloke has dirt on the other bloke, one of them are angry or some, I don't know. Something like that. Femboy is so cringe and annoying. Wow, okay. Well, if you think that's true, I would suggest you go to her channel, and I would definitely go to this video and other videos she's made about me and definitely report it. Enough people report, YouTube will do something about it. Because it's one thing if I am and one other or maybe two other people are reporting the same video, but if multiple people are doing it, eventually YouTube is going to say something about it or do something about it. So help me stop this person before they make their channel worse than it already is. But what are they exposing? You're clearly trans. They're exposing my past problems. So they've exposed a couple things already, and it's in this video, and I won't be taking it out because for reasons. Actually, you know, I probably will take this video down because the truth is, this is just, I don't need this type of garbage on my channel. Like, that's not what this channel is about. This channel is not supposed to be about this type of stuff, but yet here they are encouraging. I'm encouraging it, and I'm honestly, I'm getting sick to my stomach that I'm even entertaining such a loser as this. It has no life. Clearly, she has no life. I mean, just, you know what? I don't even be saying that. She's not a loser. What she is someone that needs to be loved on, and she needs to go out and pet some grass. Don't let the haters keep you down. Oh, no, I won't. I'm going to fucking rise above this and address. So, should I continue watching this video and tear it apart piece by piece? And if so, let me know. Please keep watching. Do not say to get her banned. I can teach you how, but don't say that because it won't work that way. Okay. You can find me on one of my social media platforms. My link tree is linked to this video. So go ahead and reach out to me with how to go about that, and I will definitely go about that. Job like thing, like, trust me when I say that. I've been trying. Okay.
She's just trying so hard. That's why she consistently gets fired from every single. It's not because she's not here. It's everybody except for her is the problem.
And with no success.
So for the record, if you actually watch my videos, I don't just say I'm the problem. I often talk about how other people see me. And the truth is, I can't control how other people see me, unfortunately. Like this person. They see me in an extreme negative way, and that's just how it is. I can't control how they react to me. I only can control how I react. And I'm actually showing you guys in real life what it looks like on a small scale of what it's like to have a job. I have a job, it goes well, and then someone throws me away because I'm just not worth the trouble. Truth is, I do have problems. I do have issues. And because of those problems and issues, I have a really hard time holding a job. Does that sound like a victim? No, that sounds like someone that's owning their shit. It sounds like someone that knows they have issues and is trying their best to overcome them, which unfortunately takes a lot. So can we ask a simple, fast way, what's some worst thing she's done to you? Let's see. If you scroll back a little bit, you'll see she exposes things from my past that I don't even have up and running. Someone somewhere on the internet apparently took a picture of me from back when I worked at a warehouse a long time ago and decided that it was okay to share that on here and expose something that I did back 4 years ago. Yeah, it's pretty creepy shit that what they're doing. Like, they're so desperate to hurt me that they want to make shit like this. Like, this is just plain out garbage. And on top of that, they're literally making money off of this, doing this. People like this is what corruption looks like. This is what corrupt trans people do on the internet. They do it for the money. And honestly, that really hurts my feelings to see a fellow trans woman do this to another trans person. You would think, you know, with all the hate that us trans people get, that this is only adding to that pile. This is what's adding to it.
That's for 10 years.
Like she gets a job the same way that Nova Online gets a job, where like she'll have a job for a day and then she'll like do something that'll get her fired or she'll quit or whatever the fuck, and then she'll be on the job hunt again. And it's like, I wonder why you can't sustain a job. You know, it must be everybody else that's the problem.
Again, no, it's not everyone else. It's a mixture of two. And I can admit that. I can say that. And actually, if you watch my content, you'll see me actually admit that multiple times. Even my wife is in agreement with this way of thinking for me. So, people who don't know me automatically assume the worst. And that's just how life is. That's a dude. Yes, that is straight up a dude. That's a wannabe trans woman who is going out of her way to smear me. And also a trans woman. Yeah, so it's kind of pathetic that two trans women can't just get over what happened and just make amends and move on, which I tried to do for the record. I actually tried really hard to make amends and seek forgiveness and try to move on, but clearly they don't want to do that. So I have a choice. I either do nothing and say nothing, or I address the lies. And this is why I am doing what I do, because I care about the truth. And unfortunately, they're also bringing out the parts of me that I would rather not bring up on my YouTube channel. But unfortunately, I don't really have much choice. I've watched Femyoz for a while. She does this all the time. Half the time, she's literally only doing it for views and rage bait. Well, luckily I'm not enraged. I'm not yelling or screaming or feeling like going crazy. I just feel really, I kind of feel bad for her. I feel sad that she's taking someone that's absolute garbage, meaning me, and putting me on the internet like this because I didn't agree with her way of thinking and removed her from my YouTube channel. And by the way, just for the record, she actually tried to come back to my live stream this morning under a different YouTube channel that I did not recognize. So there's that.
And so I'm trying to be creative.
Oh, wait. Kyle says, that's why I stopped watching her, because she's always trying to cause drama. Wow. Yikes. I definitely agree with this. That's why I don't watch any of her content, except for this, apparently, today. And that's the only reason I'm watching this is because I want to expose the truth and also expose, I guess expose myself on the internet, because it's the internet. I guess. I don't know. I watch a little bit of that side, but I don't care about trans ideology. I'm opposed and will not recant. Interesting.
Me being creative. I'm using my talent.
New looks maxing strat. Grew maxing invented. Truth new.
I'm using my
Dude, she just has to go bald and then she'll go from vector maxing to grew maxing.
for stuff.
So context. So unfortunately, because of how my face is structured, my hair, I look like Vector from Despicable Me. I'm not even offended by that. It's actually kind of a little hilarious, if I'm being honest. And then they're making a reference to Gru from Despicable Me if my hair was bald, because I have a very long, pointy nose. And honestly, I like my nose. My wife likes my nose. My cat loves my nose because we boop each other all the time. And you know what? It's my body, and I like my body. And the fact that she has to body shame me and agree with people who are doing it, body shaming me doesn't work. I'm super confident. I'm going to show you how confident I am about how I look. I'm literally dressed like this right now. I don't care about people's thoughts or opinions on me on the internet. Except maybe those who are positive and who believe what I believe, which is trying to share positivity on the internet, not this. Anywho, enough about me.
And I'm using it to my advantage for once. Hi, is this a channel? Yes, it is very friendly.
I agree with you, Nicole. She is very toxic. And I'm going to be honest, as someone that really doesn't like her content, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit allured to it. Honestly, like a fly to a fly trap. We are all created as intended by God. Some don't believe that, but that's what I believe. I think you're completely correct. I think when you say that, I do believe that God created us a certain way. And I'm never going to dispute that. That's what separates me from her, is I do believe in God. And I do believe I was created a certain way. And I don't believe in the delusion that I was born in the wrong body. It's like a crack hit. LOL.
Very, very, very.
Wow, very friendly.
But if you're over the age 18, or not, sorry, if you're under the age 18, I'm going to ask you politely to leave this channel. It says
Of course.
not children content. Hence why I put the videos on children content. But these days,
Oh, she doesn't do that in her content. Just for loud and clear, the stuff she's showing on the internet, she doesn't even say to the kids that come in here, you need to leave. I'm trying to protect kids, as best as I can through my internet contact. Unfortunately, I have messed up a couple times with some of my posts I've uploaded, but I don't know. It's a work in progress. I'm just going to be straightforward about that. I thought you were friends with her at the beginning. Is that not how it went? Nope. Well, it's how it went. I was friends with her in the beginning just because, she's brand new. I was trying to put my best foot forward, try to be polite. But she was showing some really, really, disgusting behaviors and mannerisms. Clearly you can see this is what she was like on my channel, except maybe not nearly as toxic with me on it, I guess. I genuinely do believe that she's only out for herself. It has nothing to do with me at all. And I caught on to that. after a little bit because she was mostly talking about herself in my live stream. Making it all about her, and then she gloats about how she made me famous. And it's like, no, that's not what went down. That's not what happened. That was not on her. Her presence didn't make me boom. If anything, her presence was just her presence, just like anyone else who's joined my live stream. I've had a couple of people on here who are pretty popular on my YouTube channel, and unfortunately, if I'm being honest, they didn't make my channel go off. Okay? That's how it is.
Right.
I'm always, yeah, so I don't.
Hey, who
I'm
gives
not
a
going
fuck?
into detail about what I do on there.
Talk about when you cheat on your wife.
So, OnlyFans,
Yes. But if she took any videos of you without your permission, without you knowing, then you can sue her. I'm not going to go that far because I think that's a little too far. I think people reporting her, getting her channel taken down, I think that's good enough as it is. Right now, I am not in a financial place where I could do something like that. But if this video stuff is up, in the next couple of years, and if I can get my channel to take off, then I might consider doing that. At this point, I can't do jack shit except report her. That's literally all I can do. And that's just the truth. But you guys can do something about it. You guys can stand up and be like, hey, this is content that's not okay, and tell her that she needs to take it down. Or worse, report her. If you know how to go about that, do it. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Just do it. This stuff needs to be taken down.
Fansly, I use that to try to make money.
Yeah, nobody's gonna send you money for fucking OnlyFans content. I'm sorry.
So I already actually got money from one person on OnlyFans. So that's a bull-faced lie. She doesn't know what she's talking about, like usual. And yeah, I didn't receive much though. I received a little bit. I think it was like $5 or $10 from someone. So there's that. But it's very expensive, civil suit, somebody. I've done it before. Okay, I'm not here on my main channel because if I were, I'd be mocked by her and flamed. I'm sorry that you feel like you need to hide from someone like this. See, my goal here is to be one of those people. You know what? I'll take on that mantle. I'm definitely going to be her rival, because darkness meets light and light meets darkness. That's what's going on here. This is what it looks like to have a literal battle online between good and bad. Me, I'm trying to stand for the truth, be honest about what happened, while at the same time showing that this person literally is a bully. You have to have a backup. You have to. I don't have a backup plan. This is my plan. And then after I'm done with this video, I'm going to continue to ignore her again until she makes another video about me. And then I'm going to make a video about that. Knowing me. And I'm just going to keep truth-telling until she gets bored and moves on with her life. So, there's that.
I've tried it every other way. I even asked for donation.
I'm sorry, but you have to be at least moderately attractive in order to get money from OnlyFans.
That's a big misconception. I know people who are not attractive online, on social media like that, and they make lots of money. So, no, beauty is not the only way you can make money.
Fans. You're not going to get shit.
So I'm literally trying to do everything I can until YouTube takes off, until...
Right, yeah, your YouTube's going to take off. You're going to make so much money.
One of these...
No, I don't really think it's going to take off when I make so much money. It's more like it's going to maybe take off someday, and I might make some money. I have no, deeper thoughts on that, because I don't know YouTube enough to be able to make a larger call. But I love how she tries to mock me, though. That was kind of pathetic. But that's just how I feel about that. At one point, her and I were good friends. She basically is the reason my Mana channel got its subscribers, but after I got to know her, I realized I fucked up. Yeah, so I caught on to that before I let her have more of her fingers into my YouTube channel. So I'm glad that I caught on. So, yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. I am really, really sorry that people like this exist on social media and that they do this. This could make great content. Good versus evil, LOL. Well, that's kind of how I think about it. It's what it is. It is what it is. She's doing things that are inherently evil and wrong and just straight out bullying. And I am calling her out and not doing what she's doing, which is exposing her on the internet. I'm just showing the truth. I'm not going to go out of my way and spend hours and hours and hours and hours digging up someone's past just so I can expose it on the internet. Lore? Like, she has lore on me. Like, she has a whole, like, at least from what I'm hearing, is she has a whole team of people on Reddit. Not Reddit, sorry, Discord, that literally have been collecting information on me. Like, this is pathetic and sad. Can you please answer my question? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Voldemort. Okay, what is the main issue? What's the pain problem? What is it she did? Truth, please. She went onto my FetLife account with her FetLife account and shared stuff that wasn't her place to be sharing on the internet. It's actual sexual content. Furthermore, she apparently got something from someone, because I don't have that account anymore. That account's been gone for like a long time, like 3 or 4 years, and exposed a picture of me in my white bra on FetLife, which FetLife is literally used for stuff like that. It's the one place people can be their most sexual self, literally. And yeah, decided to go out of their way and show a picture of me with a kid's gas mask that I had legally, not stolen, but legally signed for, because it came back as a return, and when there's been boxes been opened, they have to throw the stuff away. The department I was working in at the time was literally totes and janitorial. So anything that came through was going to the trash anyway. But if you want something, you have to go to the office and sign for it. And most of the time, they just don't care because it's going to the trash anyway. So I didn't steal jack squat. So there's that. Let's see. Her whole channel is based on bullying people and being mean to people. I'm surprised she has this many subscribers. I'm not. So here's the thing. Hate, drama, deception, bullying goes a long way on the internet. People love drama, and people eat it up for breakfast. One, because, well, we live in a sinful, broken world, and people thrive on this stuff. The reason why I don't thrive is because I don't do that specifically. So that's why my channel has not taken off yet.
Money-based monetizations, take off through the roof.
I don't think she realizes how little YouTubers actually
I'm
make.
forced to do things unconventionally, and it's
I love how she literally says I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. And like, I'm gonna be honest, she's correct. I don't know how much YouTubers make, but from all the famous YouTubers I know, they put in the time, the energy, and even money to get the channel to take off. Eventually they take off. You either make it or you break it. Like, I told myself, if I don't get above 1,300 subscribers by September, I told myself that I was going to delete my YouTube channel. But yet here I am at 1,930 in over 3 weeks. This was happening before she even came onto my YouTube channel, just so we're clear. Like, she is not this heavenly sent, YouTuber that somehow I benefited from it. I will benefit from her, though, because of the fact that she's talking crap about me.
another way to get myself out there as Wild Weekend.
Yeah, if you're over 18, please leave the channel. It's a crazy quote.
Yeah, I accidentally had said that. I meant to say people who are under the age of 18 need to leave my YouTube channel.
Fire that. They're both one and same. So yeah, the truth is I'm out there. The rumor is correct. Oh no! I've exposed myself on the internet. Oh no!
Yeah, oversharing is a bit of a lol cow style issue. That's why I'm comparing you to Chris Chan.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. That is an interesting point of view. She's literally comparing me to a psychopath who literally molested their mother. Yeah, that's a great comparison. To someone that literally has done no harm to anyone at any given time. I've never touched anyone. I've never hurt anyone. I've never attacked anyone. I have never done anything to anyone at any time. Like, ever. Just proved that she is being nitpicky and rude and is definitely uncalled for. I live with the stars in the skies. I believe that life is a prize to live. Doesn't mean you're alive. Oh. You can make a lot of money off of YouTube, even with 20 to 3,000 subscribers. You can make a lot of money if you do it right. I agree with that, which is why I've been trying to work on my YouTube channel, because I have an actual legitimate reason why I'm trying to do all this. I'm doing all this for my unborn child. I'm doing this for my wife. I'm doing this because this is the only thing I'm remotely good at. Truth is, I don't like being a slave to the work system and having to fear where my next paycheck's coming from. I don't like that I have to basically destroy myself to make a decent living. And anyone who's ever had a real job at any given time, it sucks. So I have a choice. I keep doing that and keep not being able to hold a job, or I do something about it, which is this is what I'm doing. And unfortunately, it's unorthodox. It's not the best thing in the world, but you got to start somewhere. So, there's that. The other thing I've been asked, and this is... Let's see. Willie says, this is disgusting. You're making your whole channel about bullying people, and you think you can get away with it just because a few people find you attractive. Are you talking about me, or are you talking about them? Because if you're talking about me, that is not what's going on here. If you watch their video, they're actually straight up bullying me. I'm sorry, it's starting to appear as you are in the wrong. Now I fully see you plus children. Big no-no. Huh? Since you don't see this message before, my main channel only has 500 subs, and I've been taking down my old content to rebuild my channel on my own. I even changed the headline on it. Well, here's the thing. This is a painful truth, and this is why I haven't destroyed my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if I restart. If I restart, this person will find me again at some point. And then I'll have to do it again and again and again, and undo 3 years of hard work. I have over 30,000, I think. I don't know. I have a lot of content on here that I put a lot of effort in. It's literally based on who I am as Firebat, as Violet, as Victor. It has my marriage. It has literally everything about me on here, plus all my gaming. And you know, I've spent $100 on those games, by the way, that I have invested in as a hobby. Just a hobby. I know that YouTuber. Yes. What do you think about her? What I think about her is that she is not very nice. I think she's a bully. I think she's narcissistic, way overly narcissistic. You literally can see her smiling, laughing, and literally making fun of my mistakes. Has no compassion whatsoever, which is classic for a narcissist. It's all about them. It's all about them gloating, making themselves look like some innocent angel. I bet if someone were to go into her past, they probably would find stuff on her too. If I'm being honest. But I'm not going to promote that, and I'm not going to encourage that. Do not bully her on my behalf. If you want to do anything, block her. Report her. But don't hurt her. Don't attack her. It's just going to make it worse. And this is not me attacking her. This is me addressing the truth. My stuff is all private, so I can re-upload it when I feel comfortable enough. Okay. And what are you going to do when someone like this finds you, again, on the internet? What are you going to do then? Like, this is something you need to think about. This is something I have to think about. You are talking about the girl with the blonde hair and the headphones, right? Yes, her name is Femyoz, Femyoz.
Oh, we haven't watched my headlines yet.
Ah, sorry.
Well, the rumor is correct. Oh no! I've exposed myself on the internet.
Let's just jump a little bit, because I don't think I want to keep listening to this garbage a little bit.
Reason is because, you know, people like my personality. Oh, what? Okay, I do have multiple YouTube accounts. What did I do on my alts? Which accounts were my alts?
I'll find that out later.
Wow.
So, here I am, ending the live stream. Decided to create another one to move on from that awkwardness after, I had to take a couple calls for interview for work jobs. This rather one of them did not go well. The
Wow.
told me that was going to be
I wonder why you would get hired. It could be anything true.
So the reason why I didn't, let's be honest. So they were willing to hire me at the job I was going to work at, which was Kaiser. Unfortunately, they wanted me to work part-time as an on-call for $26 an hour. When you have a baby and a wife and bills and all those important things, you kind of have to take that into consideration when you're job hunting. So I told them that I wasn't interested. Now, what I did tell them is that if they so happen, around that time, if I don't have a job by then, that I will take them up if they have an offer. But they haven't sent it out yet. They are interviewing other candidates currently. And I'm basically going to just to be honest, they're probably not going to select me, just because of how I handled that. So that's fine. But I did get a new job though, so we'll see how long it lasts. Truth is, I have very low self-esteem when it comes to jobs, because I've had so many that I've grown very weary of the workforce because of it, and so it's definitely, it's definitely something I struggle with.
They on call. Yeah, almost I couldn't break that. So unfortunately, that's not going to work for me. So,
Wow. So
as I'm
sad.
in the live stream, and a couple of my lovely moderators, who are also my Trojan horses, come into my live stream and like, hey, do you know that this person?
Again, here's more proof that they're literally making money bullying me for a living. They've made $52 so far in the past 50 minutes. So basically $1 every minute that she shit talks and bullies me openly on the internet. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. I don't know what to say about this situation. A narcissistic idiot baboon making fun of someone that actually has passion for what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite sad. And I'm honestly really, I'm sad for them. Because I've heard multiple accounts that their YouTube channel used to be a lot better than this. And seeing someone as beautiful as she is quite beautiful. She's not ugly, despite the fact that she looks more like a troll than I do. She literally has a pointier nose than I do. And actually, not pointier, she has more of a wider nose than I do. And like, my wife pointed that out at the beginning of this video. And like, it's kind of funny that she refers to me as an ogre. Yikes. At least I'm confident in how I look. I don't need to change my eyebrows or need to reconstruct my face, or I don't need to, remove things from my body to make myself look prettier. I accept who I am. I know who I am, and I like who I am, despite the fact that this person clearly thinks that doing the typical female, power move of like literally judging or critiquing how I look, it's not going to work on me. But good try though. I don't think she is attractive, but we all have different perceptions. Yeah, she's pretty for someone who's a trans woman going male to female. Okay, there's a lot of trans women out there that, you know what, they look beautiful just the way they are. And I wish people would be more respectful of that. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people try to gatekeep what it means to be transgender and try to gatekeep. Yeah, she's transgender, believe it or not.
Is talking crap about you on your right now, and they're literally shit talking you.
Yo, thank you, John Derek, dope, and for the $1 saying, I can't believe they're on OnlyFans when Pornhub has better looking people. True as nuke. And it's not like people like her for her personality either. She has a dog shit personality. Like, okay, I've thought about actually looking at OnlyFans, taking that shit seriously. I've thought about that. The reason isn't because I think I'm the best looking. The reason is because, people like my personality. Right? People already have some like.
Yes, people like your personality so much they're literally in this video saying crap about you. Yeah, that's truth right there. Someone has an ego complex. Just saying. But let's see. Yes, she's trans. She was a male. Yes, she was. Yes, 2007. Yep, thought so.
A form of attachment to me specifically, but they wouldn't have to some porn star, right? It's because they have an attachment to my personality that it would work. Right? But she doesn't even have that.
So what do?
You are the best looking though. Well, thanks. Thanks, Scott.
Here's the thing. I do have people that like me not just because of my personality, but for what I believe in. See, I have genuine followers that don't look at me as a sex object. Now, I am putting myself on there as a sex object to be seen and June 2 and whatever, because I am so desperate to take care of my wife that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to take care of my wife and unborn child. By the way, someone did donate from the baby registry, and they have so graciously provided. And you know what? I can't say their name out of respect for them. I really don't want them to be harassed online because of this whole situation. But I will say, and they know who they are, thank you so much for the freezable baby teething things. That was so awesome. Thank you so much for doing that.
I get curious, and I had my live stream. I would join them. In their live stream, except I don't join as a guest. I join as someone that's watching. And as I'm watching, they're literally
You were more than welcome to call in by that.
analyzing, taking apart my YouTube channel, literally
Yeah, I was criticizing you for dumb shit you were saying.
joking the heck out of me.
Actually, not entirely true. They were criticizing that, but they also were unnecessarily sharing stuff from my FetLife account on public display, just like she did in the beginning of this video. And also on top of that was taking my cooking videos, which, by the way, my wife loved my cooking that I did. And I literally have fans who have asked me to make more cooking videos when I cook. I haven't been cooking lately. To be honest, we've been not in a good place financially, so I kind of put a pause on cooking for the moment. But I will be starting that up again at some point. Do you have a kid? I do have a kid on the way. It's a baby girl. I'm really excited to have a baby in my life. They say that having a kid changes your life. It changes you. And so, like, I'm excited for that, despite the fact that it's a little scary. This is showing how much more narcissistic when they look attractive in this day and age, because they are a lot more gooners and they take advantage of that. Yes, that is what I'm trying to tap into with OnlyFans and Fansly and FetLife. I cannot tell you how many people on FetLife alone message me and go, hey, you should do this, this, and this. And like, I try to very, very thin line when I go about this. Like, I don't cheat on my wife with other people. I don't have sex with other people, not even to make content. Everything I put on there is literally just me wearing lingerie for the most part, or doing stupid shit. Like, for instance, the picture they found of me with a freaking little gas mask on my face, sniffing poppers. Like, I did stupid shit, but that was like 4 years ago. Now, in fact, that's the only thing they've shown so far. Yeah. They knew I was going to watch this, I think. I don't care how hot someone is. If they're not intelligent and don't have a good personality and they're a nice person, it's a dead issue. Fair enough. I love burgers. Burgers are amazing. I personally like my burger with, like, what's it called? Malibu, I think that's what it's called. A lot of people have that in their restaurants, or not a lot. It's basically a burger with coleslaw and a pineapple on a very thick patty. I think they use, I forget the cheese they use. It's the one with the holes in it, and it's white. I forget the name of it, but it's really good, like really, really good. Oh man, I want one. Anywho, moving on.
Every little thing I did, I've done wrong.
Yeah, all of the bad things, yes, you're right. I judge the bad things you do.
Well, a lot of people, Cade and Likey 8323, who says, who wants to watch a man cosplay as a woman on OnlyFans? Who would waste their time? Truth is, a lot of people. One of my biggest inspirations is also Ashley, who does the same thing. She has an OnlyFans and a Fansly and many other places, and she does that for a living, and she's really good at it, and she's really, really, really pretty. Like, for someone that's a transgender who later in life, like, she is really, really freaking hot. Like, I like her personality. I love her content. I love how she's not afraid to do this, and neither am I.
Past 3 years I've been YouTubing, literally just being rude, mean, condescending,
Right, but you talking shit about me behind my back wasn't mean.
narcissistically.
Not so much mean. It was actually kind of truth-telling, but the delusion is crazy. Yes, it is. It's Swiss cheese you're talking about. Yes, it's Swiss cheese. It's like the more I listen to this person, the more I realize how screwed anybody around him will be. Yep. Sounds about right.
Right, yeah, I'm the
Like, I'm pretty messed up from just listening to all this. Like, despite the fact that I'm really calm, I'm collected, I'm actually in a good headspace to tear this apart a little bit. Like, I'm affected by this. Like, I am horrified and hurt. And honestly, a couple days ago when I watched the first video, which wasn't nearly as bad as this, like, I was almost tempted to destroy all my social media platforms. That's how crazy this is. But here's the thing. You know what they say, the strongest survive. And that's what I'm going to do with my channel. You're not being truthful anymore. Actually, I am being truthful. I've been truthful this whole time. Hence why I keep pausing to talk. So, there's that.
narcissist, even though you admitted that you're a narcissist. You called yourself a covert narcissist.
Oh, she's back to that. Now she's hyping on that again. Let's just skip that bit, because I already covered that.
Being on there unless you have an account on there.
Yeah, I do have an account. Yeah, I'm a bit of a DJ. I'll admit that.
Unfortunately.
Oh, she does admit it that she's on FetLife, which is the only reason why she's able to see my content. And that's why she was able to show my content inappropriately on her YouTube live stream, just for the record. And she doesn't see anything wrong with that whatsoever, which kind of really sucks. But it is what it is. Let's see. I appreciate that, and thank you so much for answering the questions. Much respect. Well, thank you, Voldemort. I really are sorry, Voldemortites. I try to be. I'm trying to be transparent and honest, but like, honestly, like, I shouldn't have to share this type of stuff on my YouTube channel. Like, this is disgusting that I have to sit here and like sift through this just so that I can be honest about everything, and I shouldn't have to. That's what FetLight's for, and all those other places. And the fact that she's mixing the two willingly, like openly, like yeah, I admitted that I was on those things, but I didn't tell you what my username is. I mean, people who want to see it, I leave it in my link tree. But that's the thing. Just wow.
They have an account and they literally.
You know what? We're gonna skip some more. I'm exactly almost 1 hour into it, so we're gonna skip a bit. Let's go to the 2 hour mark.
Read my side no matter what.
I'm just gonna lean back because
Shows her character. Some people would argue that my wife is a freaking retard for marrying someone like me. I disagree. Her and I, we understand each other. And you know how hard it is to find someone that understands you, sees you for who you are, and loves you anyway, unconditionally, without strings attached?
I feel so fucking bad for your wife.
The first year.
Yeah. So a lot of people feel bad for my wife because of who I am, but my wife doesn't, and I don't feel bad, to be honest, because she chose to marry me. She chose to give me her life, and I chose to give her mine. And I have been honest about who I am from the very beginning. She knows about all this weird stuff. She knows about the things I struggle with. And you know what? She doesn't judge me for it. She is a genuine good soul, and I love my wife to death. And the fact that I swear, if I hear this person talk shit about my wife, I am going to blow a cork. Like, that will get under my skin. That will piss me off. Because you can talk about me all you want, but don't talk shit about my wife.
Of our marriage, I was raised to believe that it is the man's job to provide and work himself to death.
Yeah, that's true too. We're going to skip that though, because I already addressed that in my other live streams.
All parties have to be consenting and what?
When we.
Thought you were.
It took my wife.
Yep.
Long time, have heard me go through this before, again and again and again. We're doing well for a little bit, I lose a job, then we're not financially doing well, then we get back on our feet, and we're doing this thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's a cycle with you.
And yes, it's because I do have issues. I do. I
No
admit that.
shit.
I'm not ashamed of having mental issues.
Why aren't you
I'm not
ashamed?
afraid to admit that I can't have a job. My wife's fully aware of this. I told her to go marry me. The fact that she has chosen to
Femi, she's hunched over like a camelback smurf.
read my side no matter what,
I'm just gonna lean back because
shows her character. Some people would argue that my wife is a freaking retard for marrying someone like me. I disagree. Her and I, we understand each other. And you know how hard it is to find someone that understands you, sees you for who you are, and loves you anyway, unconditionally, without strings attached?
I feel so fucking bad for your wife.
The first year of our marriage, I was raised to believe that it is the man's job to provide and work himself to death, and to never
Well, it's not that you need to work yourself to death, but it's like you're doing nothing. You're doing
take
nothing.
care of himself.
So that's a bull-faced lie right there. So I am doing something. So here's the thing. While I'm endlessly looking for a job, I am also endlessly working on this YouTube channel because they both mean a lot to me. And until I can get myself to a point where I can make content from home, I'm forced to work a normal job like anyone else. And you know what? I'm okay with that for now. It sucks. I don't like it. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do and take care of your partner. And that's what I do. And unfortunately, people like this, youngsters, don't understand. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
But to do whatever the wife needs, basically a man's slave, basically. That's what I was raised to believe.
I mean, yeah, we're all slaves to the system. What about it? It's not on the basis of gender,
That
though.
we have to be.
It is, though. It really is based on the gender. That and qualifications. If you put those two together, yeah. So, I'm not even going to get into that. There's a huge... They clearly don't... They're not old enough to understand how society works. It is really complicated, and it's not something... in society, men are known as hard workers who work themselves to death for their marriage or for others, and they have it harder than women. Women also have it hard, but in a different way. I can tell you right now that I am not going to talk about this further, just because of the fact that I don't know what I'm talking about at this very second, and I can admit that. I'm going to just shut my mouth and listen.
Strong, and we have to be all these things.
We get it. You're not strong.
And
Nobody thought you were.
it took my wife.
Yes,
A lot of people actually think that about me, whether it be online or offline, that I'm incredibly strong because of the fact that I'm resilient and I get back on my feet, and that despite the fact that I can't hold a job, I keep looking for a job. I don't just give up and just be a lazy bum at home and not do anything. Like, I'm literally fighting the good fight for my marriage. And I've been doing this basically since before we even got married, if I'm being honest. When we were dating, I was in this mindset, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, people like this don't understand that, which that's fine. Let's see. Like, I want to know what's happening. I have zero context. Well, I would definitely go back in the live stream. I believe you can do that, and I would just watch from the beginning if I were you. I'm slowly taking apart this live stream. I'm not going to take all 4 hours to listen to every little thing that they posted, just because, one, I just want to try to cover the things that they're lying about, but also just kind of, touch on a couple things. So there's that. Again, this person she's being a bully, so give you context. This person is straight up a bully, an online cyber bully who gets paid from daily dono goals to people on the internet, and they endorse it and they enjoy it. Like, you doxed a 14-year-old child, and now you're trying to send hate to a small creator. This is passionate about what he's doing, unlike you. Sorry, ha ha ha. William is not talking about me. They're actually talking about them. So there's that. By the way, that person is not 14 years old, William. They are 21 fucking years old. 21 years old. Young, dumb, and full of cum, as I keep saying. I just want a rough rundown, bro. Okay, rough rundown. I made a goof. I messed up. I apologized, said for goof, and they called me out for it, and I apologized, and then I moved on. They decided to create this video that you see in front of me, which is 2 hours long. 4 hours and almost 30 minutes long, just to shit talk me and to expose things on the internet, things that I haven't done in over 4 years. I went through a really rough patch in my life and made a lot of dumb choices. And the fact that they need to do this shows just how desperate they are to get more viewers, and or how desperate they are to just trash talk. So it is what it is. Nicole, I'm being respectful, and literally none of my words have been disrespectful. Nicole, back down a little bit, please. Just a little bit. No, back in the day, he doxed a 14-year-old and a Twitter user, a completely innocent Twitter user. Holy shit! And people let this person allowed on the internet? Shit talking a 14-year-old? Wow, and I thought I was bad. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, yikes. Anywho, why did she do what she did? Explain. Yeah, explain more on that, William Fraser. I would love to hear more about this, because this, if anything, just exposes her personality a little bit. And that's not the point. I'm not here to expose her or any of that like she's doing to me. I'm just here to just acknowledge what she's doing is wrong. And I'm very passionate about what I do on here. Very, very passionate. And I think the internet would be a better place without someone like this trolling it. Like, this is terrible.
She cheated on her wife.
To sit me down and be my pastor and go,
She tried to justify it.
that's not reality.
I do feel like they're manipulating their wife. Yeah, they are.
Truth is,
No, I'm not manipulating my wife. So here's the thing. Before her and I even started dating, I told her straight up that I was a trans woman. I told her that I was struggling with it and that I was wanting to put behind me. And I thought I was at a point where I could. And this was around the same time, if I'm being honest, that I had worn that little gas mask in the beginning of the video that she exposed about me. Around that time frame is when she got to know me. and we ended up dating for a little bit. Then she ghosted me for about 5 months, and then she came back apologizing for ghosting me, and then we ended up dating. Then we went to pre-marriage counseling, and I'm so grateful we did because we are way far ahead on a lot of our issues than we would have been if we hadn't. And so I'm glad we did. So no manipulations. My wife has openly in multiple live streams has said on live stream that I am not manipulating her. It's her choice to stay married to me. It was her choice to have a baby with me. It was her choice to be with someone who's a transgender freak. It was her choice, not mine. I didn't force her. I didn't manipulate her to do it. I even told her that if I were to transition, I would be okay if she left me. I told her I was okay if she would be okay with the idea with maybe cucking me maybe at some point. And you know what she said? She said, nope, I'm loyal to one person. I'm loyal to you. I love you. You're great. And that's how it is. So again, another lie that she just exposed on the internet because she doesn't know what she's talking about. She didn't get the time to actually know me. She's not even asking me any of these questions. She's just pulling things out of her ass because she's an asshole. So there's that.
My wife is good.
Did you see the part where Tanya went to jail?
Good at things that I suck at. She's good at holding a job. She's good at being a hard worker. She's a breadwinner in general, and she does it with a smile on her face, and she's good at it. She has skills that I don't have,
Right.
and she's damn
You're bad at everything.
good. I'll be honest. Me,
Honestly, I am bad at holding a job. I can admit that openly. I am terrible at holding a job. But I'm great at making sure my wife feels loved and wanted and providing for her in any way I can. And she accepts that about me, and I love that. Okay, let's see. All right, listen, I really think that you're just too good of a person to be wasting your time on this just based off of that person doxing a 14-year-old. I know they're terrible. I'm not saying this because I think they're terrible. I'm saying this because I'm not okay with just standing by and being okay with this person exposing things on the internet that is not no one's right to do. This is called bullying, cyberbullying, which, by the way, kills people. Luckily, I'm a very strong-willed individual, and so I will not cave in to this type of bullying. But also, I need to be the type of person on this YouTube channel that stands up to the bullies. This is me doing that. This is how I do it. Is I take their videos, their own words, and use it against them. Or I just point it out and let you guys, decide for yourselves. So there's that. Wow, she was telling the truth. Yes, I was. Doing something better with your life because wasting your time on a terrible human being, that just isn't it. Except, who's going to stand up to the bullies when the bullies bully others? Who's going to stand up for what's right and wrong? I literally kicked her off my YouTube channel because I caught on to this behavior. And she's mad about it. Because I won't agree with her method of going about YouTube. I don't care about fame or glory or being the prettiest, in her words, bitch. I care more about being truthful and honest and trying to make amends for being an idiot on the screen, which I was a couple days ago. The YouTuber named Achito made a video 2 years ago about her. It was titled, "Crusty Femboy Tries to Roast Me." Yikes. Tell me more about this. You absolutely the type to like femboys. Not like them per se, but I am inspired by some femboys, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying they're not attractive, especially the type. You know what? I don't need to talk about that on here. This is inappropriate behavior to be talking about. Please change the subject. Thank you. You didn't talk bad about her behind her back on stream, though. Okay. By the way, this is one of my moderators. Bovisvika is one of my top moderators. And the fact that this person watches all my live streams. So if you need to ask questions, ask them and they can answer. Like, they watch almost all of my content. Go lift something and do something productive. Well, this is me doing something productive. Standing up for the truth. And standing up to bullies that love to thrive on the indulgences of what they believe is weak-minded people.
my skill set is I'm good at emotionally being available, and I'm
Oh, right. Like, you mean like when you cheated on her, you were just so emotionally
good at
available?
taking care
I was actually. So what happened was, when I cheated on her, I didn't just cheat on her, kept a secret, and then it was exposed. Nothing like that, actually. What happened was I had cheated on her, and I felt so bad that I literally went into a side room, and cried about it. And I was just distraught because I did the one thing I haven't done in over 10 years. 10 years I have not cheated on any other partner, and yet I cheated on her. And I didn't feel good about it at all. And I still don't feel good about it. Fuck, I don't even want to talk about it. But here I am, forced to, because someone on the internet thinks they know what they're talking about when they don't know what they're talking about. What happened next is I went to her work. I picked her up from work when she got off, as agreed, and I stopped the car. And I straight up told her she needs to leave me. I cried, confessed to my wife that I cheated on her, admitted that I was in the wrong for doing it. I didn't hide it. I didn't try to manipulate her. I didn't try to, keep it a little secret under, covers. I was straight up with her that I had fucked up, that I hurt the one person I love more than anything else in this world. And I fucked up. And you know what? I can admit to that. I can admit that. Ava, shut up. This trans woman is trying to destroy this guy's career. He's just standing up for himself. Okay, wait. This guy's... Yeah. Yes, I am trying to stand up for myself. Because I will not lay down and be bullied online and not speak the facts that they're refusing to say online because they haven't done enough research. Can we all just agree that being a cyberbully and exposing people for money and views is disgusting? Yes, I agree. It is disgusting, abhorring, wrong. And honestly, people need to report this. Just being honest at this point. What happened next is my wife and I drove to the store in silence. We got there, and you know what she did? She did something I didn't expect. I didn't expect her to say we're getting divorced. I expected her to run away and tell me that I have to move out because of what I did. It would have been the normal thing to do. But my wife is very unnormal, and so I am very grateful for her, which is why I haven't cheated on her since. It's because I feel that bad about it. The truth is, deep down, I didn't cheat on her because I didn't love her. I didn't cheat on her because I somehow am this pathological liar and cheater. I cheated on her for a couple reasons. And there's no justification for it, and I don't need to air that on the internet anymore. It is what it is at this point. Now scroll some more. Scroll some more. Let's go to here.
Shut up. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Nope. I want to do it.
I'm not brave enough to fully transition to VH. You should. Why not?
Here we are. Would you still?
The reason why I will not transition fully from what I am now to that is, one, it costs money, time, energy, and two, I actually like me. Most of me. The only thing I didn't like about me is that I don't have breasts. And I didn't like a couple other things that I didn't like about myself. And you know what? If I'm going to be me, I want my body to match who I see myself as. And yes, that sounds delusional because it is. It's a mental state. It's just fact. Is femboy transmed? No, she is transgender. I don't know what transmed means, so I don't know. Yes, I agree. It's a horrible, and I just feel like throwing up because she are feeling that way. No one deserves this. Mostly this is so kind and respectful. Well, I'm trying to be respectful, and I'm trying to be kind, despite the fact that all she is doing is either saying lies or saying truths and trying to twist it into her favor to make herself look like she's, well, what she's doing. I'll let you guys judge her yourselves.
Like catch with your dad,
Man for oversharing is wild.
even though you transition? Yeah. Well,
I mean, you love me? Dude, I don't fucking know you. I'm
if I
sorry.
was a
Like, what
kid
the fuck?
transition,
Like, what do you fucking want me to say?
my dad is like old. But we do go on hikes together. When I go visit him, we'll go up in the mountains, walk around, and hike.
I don't think I can imagine Femyoz ABDL. Chad, is this where we're going? Dude, what if I'm diaper maxing right now?
Yikes.
Yeah. That would be epic. The fuck is ABDL? Don't worry about it. It's something I get accused of being quite frequently for some reason. People really want me to be ABDL. Cursed.
I love how she says for some reason. I'm going to tell you right now, she knows exactly why people do that. And I'm not going to expose that on the internet because it's not my place. And I think the only person that's being really dishonest is her with all this. And you know what? I'm okay with that, despite the fact that I'm pissed. I was transmit early on in transition due to insecurities. Now I don't care. Nah, you're tripping. Beef is better. People are forgetting about what she did in the past. Yeah, there's nothing like a good steak. Beef is better. Yeah. Yeah. Expand more on that, William. Let's see. Ribeye is absolutely delicious. Not going to lie. LOL. Oh my gosh. I definitely love me some good ribeye. You guys make me hungry. Right now I'm currently eating Cheez-Its.
Sentence. I wish their spouse had input. I bet it's a whole different story. Oh,
We talk
absolutely.
about life, and he gives me some advice here and there.
See, I told you, there was that mommy in that video we were watching. Yeah, but look. I,
What is she doing?
damn, that's pathetic. Shut up. I'd let her give me a bottle. Did I say that on live?
Yikes. I'm just gonna skip over that cringe content right there. Let's jump into the future. Let's go 3 hours and 46 minutes.
I apologize and I have to forgive you. Our diametrically opposed statements. No, literally.
Oh, wait.
Live stream. So we literally were watching each other's live stream, both criticizing the live stream. During live stream, you can literally watch me go from being, like, to be honest, to at some point apologizing.
You didn't apologize though.
I did. I actually profusely apologized. And multiple people who watched that literally saw as I went from literally getting upset, and then I suddenly felt really, really bad in those streams, said, I am sorry for this, I'm sorry for that. Saying I am sorry means I am sorry. I'm someone that I don't say I'm sorry for no reason. I'm not saying I'm sorry because, oh, I got caught. I'm saying sorry because I genuinely feel like crap. Because what I do is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get to know this person a little bit, understand their content a little bit, and every time they open their mouth, I learn a little more about their character. And so do you guys a little bit. But like, I apologized. And then I then commented later about that. And I had politely asked them, can you please take down this video when you're done? In good faith, I decided to remove my videos because what I was doing was not okay. And I can admit that. She can't admit that. And she won't admit that because she's a greedy pig. Like, clearly. Trying to make money. $53 literally off of my content. Just to rip me apart because of a combination of misunderstanding and me not being a very nice person to someone like this. Like, it's hard for me to be nice to people like this when they're this shitty of a human being. Like, I try really, really, really hard to be nice to people. But like, when people are like this and literally tearing me apart for the fun and games, I can't stand it. I really can't. My gut knows before even I do on a subconscious level. I picked up on her before I even could realize it. And then I reacted, and I reacted poorly because I didn't take time to think about it. I didn't communicate with her that I don't like her and I didn't want her on my live stream again after I kicked her off mid-stream. And you know what? If people think I'm a horrible person for doing that, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I own my BS and I move on. Just be 100% genuinely you and screw what other people. Okay. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. I spend a lot of time worrying about other people. Fair enough. Let me guess. They're normal, stable-minded people. You're scared of bullying. I'm not scared of bullying, like, at all. My issue is it's not okay to do it. It's me standing up against bullying. Because this is not okay behavior. This is what's wrong with the internet. This is why I'm not on a lot of other platforms and why I try my best to not feed into this. If anything, I try to stand up against it. Femboy channel is all based off being a prick to everyone online. She'll pick you apart for anything. Yeah, that is absolutely truth right there. Truth bomb. There, I finally said what she's been saying this whole time. She wants to do truth bombs. Let's get more truth bombs up in here, guys. If people don't like you, they can just move on, and you don't need anyone to like you, right? Yep. If people don't like me, you can move on. You can unsubscribe, unlike, unshare. You can leave and go somewhere else. I don't really care. I don't need people to validate who I am. I know who I am. I like who I am. I'm married to someone that loves me for who I am. I have a baby on the way. I'm not like the typical trans person that's trying to seek validation for my insecurities. I own my insecurities. And I think that there are some people, I don't know at the moment of anyone that's jealous of it, but there are some people out there that probably are jealous of that. But the fact that I have a wife, that I have a home, that I have a decent lifestyle, despite that I can't hold a job, I still manage to have a roof over my head every month. So there's that. But we don't talk about that. Don't matter how perfect someone is, she'll still tear you down. Yep. And she's not succeeding, because every video she posts of me is actually helping my views go up. Because what happens is now her toxic stuff meets my non-toxic stuff. And so when people see me actually agree with her on some stuff and be honest and transparent, I find that people respect me more because I'm honest and transparent with who I am, which is actually pretty cool.
Apology doesn't start with the words "I forgive you." Fucking.
So I had said I'm sorry at one point in the live stream then, and then I said a simple "I forgive you," and I'm going to say it again. I forgive her for doing this. I'm going to forgive her despite the fact that she's hurt my feelings. Does it mean that she doesn't have to deal with the consequences of cyberbullying? No. I'm still going to hold her accountable for being a cyberbully. Someone has to stand up to her. And I hope others that see this video will stand up to this narcissist. I hope people will rise up and say, hey, this is not okay behavior to have online, and we'll do something about it. I know I am. Starts by speaking up. And I'm speaking up against the bullying. Because that's what this is. Straight up bullying and making a profit off of it. What's wrong with her? I watch her stream sometimes. So what's wrong with her is that she is a narcissist who is literally nitpicking everything about me, good, bad, and the ugly stuff, things I don't openly share on my normal non-sexual side of my social media platforms, and literally making things up about me without even asking or interviewing me. Like, if she were to ask me politely, can I have an interview with you? Politely. And won't yell, scream like she did this morning. Like this morning, I was okay with talking to her. She actually used another account of hers to join my live stream. And she, again, didn't react well to the fact that I wasn't giving her what she wanted. She wanted me to admit to things. She wanted me to yell. I'm pretty sure she wanted me to pick a fight with her. And it didn't work. At one point, I just kicked her off. And then one of my moderators so graciously banned her. Now, this time I didn't ban her for anything. I decided I'm just going to let it be. I mean, I'd rather her see me speaking the truth here online than her hear it from a secondary source. You know what they say about law enforcement. Everything you say and do can be used against you in a court of law. So, in a court of law, right now, I could probably get her in a lot of trouble for exposing things that weren't her place to expose. If anyone knows them on FetLife, like, you should be reporting their accounts and get them, like, torn down. Just being honest. Anyway, moving on. She just wants to milk everyone for drama. Yeah, I kind of caught on to that. And they're all, like, okay with the minute you start acting more feminine, we're going to, like, gravitate away from you. Interesting. I know, but another problem is I've been hiding it for so long that I'm starting to get really scared of, like, stop hiding it because I felt I've built a mental image of myself for everyone else. Yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. When you're transgender, you build a wall. I did that. Unfortunately, it was tearing me apart until about almost a year ago. So content infused, all they care about. Yeah, that's not what I care about, though. I care about you guys. I care about my viewers. I care about interacting with you guys and getting to know you guys as my viewers. Now, if one day I make money off that, great. That's awesome. I would love for that to happen. But that's not why I do what I do. I do what I do because I'm genuinely passionate about you guys. I love when you guys interact with me and tell me about your woes and your good and your bad times. I actually care about you guys. You guys are not another number. You know how many YouTubers do that? They literally treat people like they are a number, and they're not. The only thing Femyoz is worried about, the only thing Femyoz is worried about is the views, not the effects she has on people. Yeah, I kind of gathered that. I can see that from her greed and how much she's hyping off of my channel. Why are you passionate? Because I know what it's like to be on YouTube and no one cared about what you think or feel. I know what it's like to be on social media and have people not care about my opinions and then walk over me. I literally have tried to talk to people I've been fans of, and half the time they don't want to talk to me. Ever. Like, period. There's been a couple people that I was a really big fan of, and honestly, I stopped being their fan at some point because of the fact that they just didn't care about people. They care about their money and greed and all that, and that's not the point of this channel. Period. This channel is about you. And honestly, every time someone subscribes, yeah, I feel happy. I feel joy, because that means that's another person's life I can touch and I can love on and I can invest my time in. That means I'm making a difference. I exist for this reason, to know Christ and to make him known. Not just as a trans person, but as someone who was formerly a Christian of the faith. There's a lot of people like me out there who are formerly Christians, and they want to just throw away their relationship with Christ because of what the world tells them. And the world wants you to know that you cannot be a disciple of Christ and be transgender. They try to make the two uncompatible. And the truth is they're very compatible. It's because of Christ that I haven't gone down a certain path that I cannot mention online because it's inappropriate context. But I will say this. It's because of Christ that I'm able to stand up to bullies. It's because of Christ in me that I'm able to tell you guys the truth and say, hey, this person is full of shit. Anywho, if you knew, do you want an echo chamber or different option, even if you think it's hate speech? Do you want an echo chamber or different options? Well, how's it that I'm saying that love on is weird and be taken wrong? How can it be taken wrong? What's wrong with being platonic and sharing love on the internet by being someone that's being clearly agape love? Look that up if you want to look at that. That's unconditional. Even this idiot that's on the internet literally sparing me, I'm literally trying to do everything I can right now while talking about them, only showing the truth. That's it. I'm not trying to tell people to hate on them or to kick them off the internet. I'm just pointing out the facts about what they're saying about me. Well, being honest. The truth is, I don't need to tell you to leave them. I don't need to tell you to block them. I don't need to tell you to do jack squat. Because, to be honest, no one's going to care enough to do that. I'm going to let her dig her own grave. And unfortunately, that grave is pretty shallow for someone that's very shallow. Anyhow, how old is Femyoz? She is 21 years old, and I am 29, which is why I'm handling this a lot differently than she is. Age has a huge play in it, and also brain development. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Okay, thanks for joining me, G6P or Q. Appreciate you. Facts. Love on. Yep. It's a fact. Let's see. I'm a stay-at-home father of 5 who is trying to follow his dream as a music producer. Ain't got time for people who don't like me or toxic people. Yep, that's a fact. About 3 years ago, I got tired of the negativity in my life, so I blocked a lot of people out, and I just do me now. Okay. That's pretty good advice there. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. The best channel for me when it has a community and accepting. Yeah. I'm accepting of everyone in my YouTube channel, whether you be Christian, atheist, lesbian, gay. I don't care who you are. I care about people being honest, though. And I care about people calling me out. When I mess up, hold me accountable. Tell me, hey, you're messing up. You need to fix this. You know what? I will fix it. Because that's what I do. And I did that in the first live stream. If you watch it, I'm pretty sure it's linked into this video. Love you, brother. I gotta go for now. Love you too, bro. Thanks for joining me with me today. Okay, let's continue.
Retard? Oh my god. Yeah, dude, this person existing is a crime against
Oh, I
humanity.
don't think that.
Wow, they have to call me a crime against humanity. Who really is being a bully? Who really is telling lies? Who really is literally just being a hateful human being? I'm not even hating on them at this point. If anything, I pity them because of all this. Like, wow, this is just sad.
I didn't do that. I know I took it too far. I mean, I started. Very, very. Oh, gifts. Yes, thank you. You're awesome. Huh? Boy, my neighbors has a bunch of baby stuff, and so thank you.
Watch, she's about to judge me. I can tell you right now that just from everything I've been watching, she's going to judge the fuck out of me for this.
Just because you don't think that you were avoiding what she is. They're judging you because your character is fucking pathetic, dumbass. No, literally.
Okay,
She's
fair
a bad person.
I'll make sure we add this to our small.
I mean, obviously, you know, her being like an ugly and disgusting ogre is icing on the cake, but like that's not why I'm making fun
small
of her.
growing aisle.
She really doesn't care if she cheats, and she thinks that her wife doesn't have to know. That's not polyamory. If her wife is okay with it, yeah. She clearly stated that her wife forgave her. No, literally.
I'll start having now than later, right? Now I just have to go.
I apologize and I forgive you are diametrically opposed statements. No, literally.
Oh,
No, they're not. So when you say I am sorry and these I forgive you, I own what I did. So when I say I'm sorry, that means, hey, I messed up. I own this. I am sorry. Now I accept the consequences, unfortunately, which is this bullying, despite the fact I don't like it and I'll stand up against it. Actions have consequences, unfortunately, for both sides. But here's the thing. When I say I forgive you, what I really mean is I give up the right to get even with you. I give up the right to take your channel and talk hate. Instead, I'm talking facts, just facts. I'm not going on my way to spread hate. I'm not going to go through your past and nitpick every little thing and judge you for it. I'm just judging off of what you're doing with my own stuff. Which, by the way, I've told her multiple times that this is not okay. I do not approve of her doing this, and she has not told me whether or not she is okay with what I'm doing on here. So right now it's kind of it's weird. Can I hear your quadrupling chin flapping on your chest when you talk? No. Dude, Femyoz is just on repeat. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. A lot of repeating at this point. She's basically just going through each one of my newest live streams and just tearing it apart. So we're going to go through a little more, and then unfortunately my phone is at 15% power, so I'm going to probably end this live stream fairly soon, in like the next 15 minutes or less, and then I'll be back probably tomorrow morning or later today, I don't know, to do normal live streaming. I'm not talking about her. I would really appreciate everyone who has been watching content. Please do not tell me she makes another video. I don't want to know about it at this point. Because if you do, I'm going to have to go watch it and take it apart like I am right now, and it's just such a emotionally just upheaval. You don't have to approve of someone being critical of you. That's their right. Yes, it is their right until they're bullying, until they're sharing things that's not their place to share. Literally sharing personal information on the internet about me. And you know what's really funny? They actually, a couple days ago in the live stream they did with me, literally telling me don't show my backyard because they were trying to protect me. But yet here they are doing the opposite of protecting me. They're trying to hurt me on purpose. So there's that.
I'm going to find next. Anyway, moving on. No, this person didn't take it like super far. She was out of line, like extremely out of line. She didn't have to do that. And when I asked her to take her on a video, and
She forgives you putting a spotlight on bad shit. She did. How big and totally not blame. She gave her no, literally.
told her that I did not consent, she was butthurt. She said no. So fortunately, I reported her for harassment and bullying and misinformation. And of course, she analyzed everything I did. And despite all the stuff happening, you'll see that throughout the entire live stream that I was really chill and like laid back.
Right, of course.
I'm not angry
You're just so chill and laid back, not angry.
with your thought process, Sarah, but like you.
No, I'm not. Anger for me doesn't look like this. That's all I can say. And I hope I never look angry on this YouTube channel. I'm actually a pretty chilled, laid-back person that loves to just love on people. But the thing is, if you are literally coming after my livelihood and you're coming after my wife, yeah, I'm gonna get really upset. Which I'm thankful this person has not tried that yet, because if they do, I will do whatever it takes to control my tongue and be kind and speak life, despite the fact that I'm gonna be very highly emotional and angry. So there's that. So you're chill. You have been nothing but polite. I'm trying to be polite. I think I could probably, maybe not nearly as much be, I could be a little kinder, I think. But the truth is, at this point, it's really hard for me to care about those type of things, especially when I'm seeing shit like this. Literally just admitted on my own live stream that I was trying to apologize and then forgive. And I guess she doesn't know what forgiveness looks like. I guess she's never been forgiven in her entire life for being a shithead. Yikes. I'm pretty sure that's a new concept for her. So that's why she's reacting the way she's reacting. But that's just my thoughts. Ooh, well, lesson learned. Even if you don't approve of a person, it's probably not worthwhile to say negative things about them behind their back. That's the only thing I think you did wrong. Oh, yeah, I know I was wrong for doing that. I was straight up wrong, and I apologized profusely. And if you watch your first live stream, you can see that. You'll literally watch me literally break down a little bit and get emotional at some point because I realized, holy crap, what did I do? I just did the opposite of what I said I do on this channel. So you know what? I'm happy that she kept that video up. But this is worse than the first one.
You weren't there.
Yeah, this cow is giving us a lot of milk.
Even my wife and most of my moderators that were there watching us agree that she was extremely out of line.
Yeah, the fact that when somebody called her a lol cow, she thought they were confusing it with Hugh cow is so fucking funny.
I wasn't. I actually confirmed later that that's what they were talking about. So there's that.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I own my mistake. I apologize to her.
That is the most fake laugh. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm actually just. I'm not. I'm trying not to be rude here. I am genuinely disturbed by that laugh. Just a little bit. It sounds really fake. It doesn't even sound genuine. Like I can only imagine what she sounds like in real life when she actually laughs. But that is a probably not very nice judgment for me to say that. So I apologize for doing that. It's been bothering me this whole time.
Already, I don't need to make
You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Let's
a
go.
formal YouTube apology.
Dude, it was not a formal YouTube apology. You shifted the blame on
I've
me.
already done that.
What the fuck is a lol cow? Somebody that you can milk for lols. It's like the cow that keeps on giving. It's basically somebody you get to laugh at indefinitely.
And even though I apologized and asked her politely, she still insists on treating me like crap.
What is a Hugh cow? You don't want to
I went to
know.
my cooking videos and criticized and treated like crap.
Wow, so she's willing to talk about me with poppers and all that in Fed Life, but she's not willing to talk online about what a Hugh cow is. Okay. Yikes. Just saying. Literally bullying. Yes, that's literally what she's doing is bullying.
Like, she literally was looking for reasons. At some point, I actually didn't read my Bible at some
No, it wasn't that I was looking for reasons. Like, you gave me reasons. It's called you backstabbing
point,
me.
and she ended up cutting the light.
One small backstab that I own and apologize for has sent her down a mental spiral where she needed to make not an hour, not 2 hours, not 3 hours, but 8 hours of content. Just because I blocked her, kicked her off my social media, and said that I don't like her as a YouTuber and think her content's garbage. That's not backstabbing, that's truth telling. And it's truth. Straight up. Straight up. You literally see it for yourselves. Right before you, how much of a shitty YouTuber she is. She has views, that's awesome. She has money, that's great. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. At least not to me. It just tells me that she's hollow. And all she cares about is, the only thing she cares about is her views.
Stream.
She literally, if you look at this, those of you who are new, has a daily donation goal, $53 currently. She got $53 off of bullying me online for 4 hours and 24 hours, 24 minutes, and 38 seconds. Like, wow. Wow, this straight up. I wish I could make money for, being nice to people on the internet, but that's not how the internet works. The internet is an evil and disgusting place, and I'm starting to understand why. But you know what? We live in a dark world, and it takes someone to stand up to this type of shit and say, enough's enough. You know what? I'm not going to be, it's the inside joke between me and my wife. The great exposer. But I am going to stand up to people like this and show people the truth, literally, and not use dirt and garbage to do it. Wow, this was like a campaign for like mayor. This could be great stuff. Anyway, sorry, I would never be mayor of anything, but I think it'd be funny. She has all the money and whatever shows me that she's compensated for no friends and no one who truly gives her love. Yikes. Whoa. I didn't know that about her. Does she have any real friends outside of this? Like, I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I'm gonna be honest. In fact, that's why I blocked her, because I'm not gonna be friends with someone that literally makes content like this for a living. Like, yikes. I wouldn't be surprised if they get like in their 30s and they're like alone and feel like their life was wasted. I'm glad I have friends and family and coworkers, past coworkers that love me and check on me, and I don't have to worry about stuff like that. Unlike her, I actually go outside and touch grass once in a while.
The Charlie Kirk video is a lol cow. No, that's not what that. No, like a lol cow has to be like a person.
And jumping to my cooking videos. Apparently, at least that's what I've been told. I am probably gone through her 4-hour video. That's because I'm not gonna waste my time listening to someone that is being extremely narcissistic.
It's true. I wouldn't say Charlie Kirk is a lol cow.
And an asshole. And me.
I guess you could milk him for lols a little bit, but like I don't know. But it's not like you could like really troll him. It's just like.
And rude. And I'm trying to.
No, you're thinking of famous people. Like it has to be somebody that you're able to troll, like this person. It has to be somebody that like is like totally online and responds to a bunch of shit.
Also, Jeff,
That's true. We are
Discord server all about you.
I mean, I could say the same thing about me, if I'm being honest, Brosvika. Like, I got people who follow me too for my weird looks and who are weird like me. And, they're pretty awesome to talk to, especially the wholesome ones that actually want to get to know me as a person and not as a sex object. I love those type of conversations. The real ones, where people are emotional and transparent. But not very many people do that these days. Who's miserable? She's picking and choosing. No one likes anyone who acts like that. Yep. I definitely agree with that. Thank you, Amy, for saying that.
Okay.
No, it's just one channel where people post shit that they want me to cover on stream.
I don't care that she has a server at this point.
You obviously
I care because I tend to overthink things. But
yeah, so when I had said that on my live stream, yeah, I didn't care because I didn't think anything of it. But the fact that she's not showing stuff on here, yeah, now I do care. And if you are part of those servers, you need to say something. You need to do something, especially if you're going to be following my content and say you're my fan. I will not tolerate fake ass people on my channel. If I catch you, I will block you. I've already blocked, I think, 2 moderators that were basically being, in a word, I guess the best way to explain it, because I don't know the word, but basically double agents. They're telling me how amazing I am and that they're wrong, and then I caught them on their channel talking shit about me, telling about me directly, thinking I wasn't going to look over there and see. Like, I do look at her videos and look at the discussions and all that. Like, even though she has hidden something, I don't think she's hidden anything, at least that I'm aware of. But if she did, like, I'm literally watching and paying attention, like, as best as I can. Fortunately, when she's live streaming, I'm not always, whatever.
I moved on. I want to tell you where I really
moved on. That's why we're still
do
talking
think
about
by the end of our next generation, trans will become even.
The reason I keep talking about her is because someone has to stand up to all this bullshit. So let's go a little bit more. We'll see what the end of the video says.
I'm sorry to tell you, but in my opinion, I don't think y'all's marriage is going to make it, dude. Well,
True.
I've heard that multiple times. And you know what? Until it actually fails, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if our marriage will fail. Feel like it's not.
Victoria Chan is going to make poppers more stigmatized. True.
Sometimes. But you know what? So many people think about my foster parents. They said the same thing about them too. And they were way worse than me and my wife, trust me.
Chlorine enema video on the way.
My foster said
It already did.
I'm over this. My foster parents should have divorced years and years and years ago. Yeah, despite their issues. My dad being a narcissist and my mom being a covert narcissist.
Just like you. like mother, like daughter.
Except what they don't know is this is my foster parents, not my biological parents. I'm telling you right now, if she had dirt on who my parents actually are, she would have a field day with it. Unfortunately, I don't talk about my biological mom or dad much, if at all. So, actually, my foster father, yes, he's a covert narcissist, but he's, I don't know, it's weird. Like, he's only been showing any sort of remorse for his narcissism like over the past like maybe a year or so. Usually it's all about him as a victim, period, all the time, period. Like period. He never takes any ownership for anything at all. Doesn't say sorry, doesn't say, oh, it's my bad. But if you actually watch my content, you'll actually see me say that. But it's just crazy shit. Oh my god, that's awful. I'm not in the server, but I've heard things about it. Yeah, I've only heard a little bit here and there, and I'm so glad I'm not on that server because I would hate to be on that server, and then people find out I'm on that server. So no, I don't waste my time with servers. Just it's a recipe for disaster. I'm not interested in her ugly lifestyle. I'd rather stay away. I'm happier, and you, Violet, have been nothing but honest and real about it. She's pathetic and wants attention, and she went for you. Well, here's the thing: people who see people like me, we often get bullied the most because we are vulnerable, we are honest, and we are happier. And people like that, she's not going to admit it. She's going to say that, oh, I'm not jealous of you in any way or form. But the truth is, she is. And it's painfully obvious in a lot of ways. And what makes it painfully obvious is the fact that she is so desperate to make content that she needs to tear apart my entire life. She literally took wholesome content, I mean, cooking for my wife, and literally tore it to pieces. You don't do that unless there's some sort of jealousy. So she's jealous about something. I just don't know what it is. And truth is, I don't really care at this point because it's her life. Let's see, John 3:16. Ooh, I love this Bible verse. Thank you for sharing it. Doug Ghosts. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have an eternal life. Don't forget that. Yes, that's something I try to keep in mind while I am talking about this video. Is that that person, despite how disgusting they are as a human being right now, they're one of God's children. And that's why I will not stick ever to her level, ever. I will not go out my way to make them look like a shitty person. I'm just going to let her do it herself. And I want to be talking truth while trying to do it in a way that's in love, despite the fact that I failed to do that a couple days ago. I lived a life of being bullied, and people do this to me a lot, but I've learned how to turn it around. I have some of it on my live streams. Fair enough. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one out there that struggles with this. I really appreciate you saying that, Amy. In fact, I want to just say I appreciate all of you that have been so supportive, so kind, and showing in this live stream, as I'm reading out loud, that there are people who do support and care and are my fans. I really do appreciate it. By the way, on that note, for those of you who are my fans and like my content on here, I have made a way to make money, but in a way that's not coming from a place of desperation and not coming from a place of greed, but coming from a place that I genuinely want to take care of my wife and child. It's linked in my link tree. It's called, let's see, what was it called? I forgot the name of it. Spring, I think, Spring something. Literally has past logos I've used over the years for my YouTube channel. For those of you who love my YouTube channel, you can pick from throughout the years of me on YouTube and, have that. And then when people ask you about my cut, you can go, hey, this is a YouTuber I like who actually genuinely cares about people and help me improve this channel by doing that. That's why I stand by what you're doing, and you do matter to me and your wife also. I wish you nothing more than blessings. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, let's go the last little bit, and then I need to shut down. We'll do the last couple minutes.
I'm a partner. I've been cheated on before. That's something that's happened. I ended up just
Yeah, a male to female got cheated on by a female. You know what I can say? I've never been cheated by any woman ever. She can't say that. Yikes. Yikes. And I bet the person that cheated on her didn't feel any remorse when doing it. Yikes.
I've realized that I do prefer polyamory, some open relationships anyway, though. So now it's physically impossible to cheat on me, and vice versa. So now me any partner that I have, we just sort of fuck around a bunch. Yes.
So, what I'm hearing from this person is that they have emotionally cut themselves off from feeling anything. See, this is why I believe in marriage, and why I've given my wife my entire life, and why we have a baby together. Because of the fact that I have allowed myself to open up to love. Love covers multiple sins, it says in the Word of God. But also love is what has transformed me into the person I am today. There was a time where I was considering to be just like this person. Are you saying the gender of the cheater matters? No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that it's kind of sad that they've been cheated on by multiple people. That just cheating's wrong, cheating's bad, and cheating is not okay. I will not promote that, just so I'm clear. But like at this capacity explains a lot.
Have fun.
We've learned to let it go and we moved on with our life. So that's true. I did cheat with multiple people when I was younger.
Yikes.
With my wife. We've been together now 2 years, married, but we've been in a relationship for about 3 years, and we've known each other for about 3.5 years. And I've only cheated once in the entire time.
Before she says anything, just for the record, I am not justifying what I did was okay, and I'm not saying that that's somehow better than what happened years ago with someone that I once was in a relationship with. Not saying their name, I respect them. Cheating is cheating at the end of the day. And I said that yesterday in my live streams. But let's watch her use this to bully me. Watch.
I'm a real trans person. By the way, I'm a dick-addicted sissy. Yeah, I know, literally.
And it was a relapse. It only blocked. Don't worry, he doesn't care.
I never stood cheating. If I was in a monogamous relationship and I wanted to fuck someone else that bad, I'd break up first.
Or about how anyone else thinks or feels about he's not overly fantasizing his criticism and presenting it as a lifestyle.
Yeah, she relapsed on dick. That's why she cheated on
And
her.
crying online. Thank you for saying that, Skin.
Yes, I did relapse. So the last time I had cheated on someone was over 10 years ago. I finally got to a point in my life where I put that part behind me. And every so often, I struggle with wanting to cheat or want to have sex with the opposite gender or the same gender that I am as a woman. It happens, it comes and goes in waves. For 10 years, I have been resisting those urges because of the fact that I believe in the Word of God, because I want to be better, and because of the fact I love my wife. So I wish I could tell you guys how it happened, but I can't. And I won't, because that's no one's business between me and my wife. And you know what? As I said earlier, I am ashamed. The fact that she's hyping on this issue specifically, like, really?
Plus, man, 5890, appreciate you saying that.
Great. I am tired. I'm probably gonna stream soon. This is fucking repulsive.
I'm confused. How can you be man of the house if you're a female now?
You can still cheat in a poly situation, just take a breach of trust. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so at this point, she is clearly emotionally breaking down a bit. She's physically tired, and apparently she's wasted all of her negative emotion on me, which means she's not very good at regulating her emotions at this point. So there's that. So those two videos you see, like, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's still, like, talking about me on her channel. Like, I'm not going to be surprised. Let's go back over there. So I've addressed, I think, basically everything she said about me. That was a lie. So we'll now hop on over here. I don't see any live stream activated right now. Like, she judges me for being myself in there, but yet oh, whoops, you can't see anything, can you? My bad. She literally has a video, last repressed femboy hater, like, has content on here that's literally cringe. She does it, and she judges me for it. Like, really? Oh, wait a second. Is one of the videos removed? No way. No fucking way. This actually happened? Firebat Saga. Wow, she dedicated an entire playlist to me. Yikes. That is disturbing. Is there a way to report that? Is there a way to deal with that? Like, that's, wow. So she's creating a saga out of my life. Okay.
You know, they were getting the highest numbers they ever got
Yeah, highest I've ever got. Like, that's a joke. Yeah, no, we're done. And my controller's about to die. My phone's about to die. So there's that. So, doop-a-doo. Okay, with that being said, sorry, I had to remove my lipstick. I was eating food and my lipstick was coming off on here. So I was like, yep, take it off. So, you guys have just saw for yourself what this person's like. And you know what? If I get haters for this, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'd rather be hated for telling the truth and being honest with what's really going on instead of just doing this to make fun of me. So I didn't make this video to get back at her or to hurt her or any way or form. If anything, I made this video because one, I can't tolerate liars and I can't tolerate people who openly go out of their way to destroy other YouTube channels because they made one small mistake. And yes, it's a small mistake. It's not a big one. They're literally taking it and making it a lot bigger than it actually is. With that being said, those of you who watch her channel, please do not tell me she makes another video. I have it. I'm going to be setting it up so I will not see her content anymore, like at all, period. If people do, I will immediately block. If people tell me what she's saying about me, I don't want to know anymore. I think this video will speak louder for me than probably anything else on social media. So, with that being said, please help me move on from this. I'm just trying to move on. I don't need to keep entertaining that garbage. So please help me do this. Again, those of you who have been following me for a while and you're fans of my content, you're genuine fans, and if you think that what she did, that bullying was wrong, report her. Like, seriously, report her. With that being said, we're done here. So thank you for your time, your energy. Remember, like, share, and subscribe if you're brand new. And with that being said, let's keep it real. Love you guys.